Welcome in, everybody. My name is Doc. We have Mr. Road with us today, and
Yo.
Nightmare, as is missing today because he's playing gacha games such as Nikkei with Remchon and shit like that.
Nikkei?
The Oreo's back.
Is that the
Yes.
French Nike?
Yes.
Nike?
But yes,
The Oreo's
Road
back.
is our
The
Warframe
Oreos are
streamer.
back.
The Oreo's back. The return of the Oreo. No, don't look down. You guys started this last time. God damn it!
What did we? We didn't
You
start
guys
this shit,
are
what?
like. You guys said. You guys. I'm the token white guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, that was wait.
You fuckers.
Listen.
Two brown
listen,
guys.
listen,
What? I
listen.
mean, yeah, it's an Oreo.
The
Road
Oreo,
is the
dude. We're an
diversity
Oreo.
hire, so we had to do something about it, you know?
Yeah.
What did you say?
We-
Wait, what?
You're
I
the
missed that.
diversity hire.
I'm the
Yeah,
I'm
you-
the diversity
yeah, you
hire.
are.
Finally,
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Thank God. Fucking assholes, you fucking assholes.
We got an Asian guy that's
Wait.
playing gachas right now.
All I'm gonna, yeah, I was gonna say.
we got a brown Asian guy, and then we
Yeah.
have a Middle Eastern guy.
I mean, we got a very like people can talk a lot of shit about our podcast, but we have the best diversity.
Damn
I
right,
think.
bro. Brother.
We're just missing a girl.
No,
That's never happening.
we have. I said we're
Wait.
very diverse, not that we're like
Yeah.
we're not. You know,
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, if we do get a female,
please.
She's leaving in like a
Please.
week. Dude. One podcast, she's out.
There's
She's like,
no
I
way.
can't be
Yeah.
around these guys.
Oh, my
she
God.
has to be really hot so she can attract more viewers.
Yeah, because
I mean,
we're
true,
not.
True. So I'm
We're
guessing
not- we're not-
VTuber-
we're
I
not
think a
attracting
VTuber would
shit.
do
A
that, for
VTuber
sure.
could work,
VTuber.
especially with jiggle physics.
Dude, we'll have her be the main person of the thumbnails every time.
Yeah, everybody like, oh
On
my
the
god,
spot.
what is
Camera's
this?
a little tilted down.
That's-
No, dude.
Dude.
Oh my
Like that
God.
streamer who just streams her
And then be like
thighs.
her OnlyFans
Oh my
link at the
God, dude.
bottom.
No, no.
Hey
You
now,
got-
Doc. You
no,
leave. You
OnlyFans is
leave.
too far.
Leave the lady alone, Doc. Leave her out of this. I
We
swear.
don't need no OnlyFans people. No, I'm good with
We're
that.
never-
Yeah, I got a few years before I have to start that. We're not that far gone. Dude, would you guys? So like, let's say all right, let's flip the script then a little bit. Let's say you guys could create an OnlyFans successfully, like knowing going into it, like like these guys would jerk off to me, like they'd pay for this.
No. The thing is,
Would
if
you do
dudes, Did you know like most of the guys that either do OnlyFans, there's three types, right? There's the guys that hook up with other women,
Okay.
right? And then there's of course the trans,
Okay.
and then there's just the gay OnlyFans.
Huh.
Those are
I guess I never really broke it. I mean, I'm glad you've got your options figured out, but like.
Those are like the
Or
only
audience,
types of
audience.
guys. Yeah, that's the only
Knight's
type.
really
Okay.
big into the third option.
There's
No.
also less repercussions for a man to do OnlyFans than there is girls, I would say. It's like
True.
if I saw one of my homies doing OnlyFans, I'd be like, "You get that bag." Brother.
That's what I was gonna say. Is
You
I
know?
feel like
Double standards.
exactly.
Yeah, when a girl does it,
Exactly.
oh, look at you.
Well, for
your
guys,
future
it's
is
like
fucked.
for a lot of guys, like at least I think the culture's changing now, maybe. But for a lot of guys, for the longest time, it's been like, oh, dude, let's go. You fucking did it. Like
I
you
mean,
could
it's still the same. Like, how is it changing? It's always been like that.
I think a lot of people are. I don't know. My brain just farted.
Because
I think a lot of
like,
times
dude,
it's like people look at it like, no, this is you're actually like it's if it's at least for me, I like would look at the I would like think of a dude like, oh, I started an OnlyFans and I fucked 100 women versus like a girl saying like I started an OnlyFans and fucked 100 dudes. I'm gonna look at you both the same way of like,
sluts.
well,
it's kind
I
of
get-
like no joke. Like because if it's a girl, she's been ran through, dude.
that's
Like
the
it's just
thing
like,
is like
ugh.
is
For
like
the guys, like damn.
exactly
nice.
it's like what am I doing wrong?
I think at
It's like,
100,
no.
I wouldn't say it's nice, but I'd be like, brother, you need some help. You
Well,
have an
yeah.
addiction or something.
Yeah.
No,
You
I
need
mean
help.
it's
And also-
content, right? You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
keep on bringing in like fresh talent.
I actually don't know what like how I don't even know. Like on one hand, I'm like, you've made a living off of this. You've like made
Yeah.
it. You've genuinely like made it. Like it's like on one hand, it's
I mean,
like
that's what porn stars are, dude. Like they just
I
fuck
think it's
everything.
fine. It's only when like you're in porn and people judge you a certain way because you're in porn.
yeah.
I don't like when they retire and they're like, oh, you shouldn't judge me anymore because I'm retired.
No, yeah, that's
No.
your history.
Oh, exactly.
No?
Like there's
That's the thing.
the Lana Rhoades stuff right now. Exactly that.
Who?
She's a porn star. Her big thing right now is.
Oh no, I know who she is, but like, sorry, what happened?
She wants her stuff deleted off the internet. It's like that's not how the internet works. You
got
of
paid
all
for
people
that.
should know.
Are
that.
you mad?
Not even that. It's like it's regardless of like whether you think it's right or wrong. It's not going to go away. There's just no way.
Wait. Doesn't she do OnlyFans?
I think so. I have no fucking idea. I don't
So
keep
if
up
she
with
does
these people. I just saw
OnlyFans-
the news article and I was like, oh
Is she the Twitch streamer?
no,
No,
she's
no,
just a
no,
porn
no.
star. She's
No. Sasha Grey.
I don't know
Right?
what they actually do anymore.
Respect to Sasha Grey, right? She started off in pornography, and then she left it to do some acting. She was in the series Entourage, fucking awesome series. Check it out. Ari Gold is awesome. Anyway, so she went from the series. Now she's a streamer on Twitch, and she does like wholesome shit. One time I went on her stream, right? She was doing a cooking stream. Yes, I do watch Sasha Grey's stream. Okay, listen.
Big supporter, big
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah. Anyway, so she was doing like this cooking stream, and she had like a piece of paper taped over her breasts and a piece of paper taped over her butt, saying "Error 404 not found."
Oh, I think you told me about this. Yeah, I mean,
I was like, "That's based." I like that. Respect to that.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, mad respect. Like it must be fucking like tough to get like break, like especially like once you're known for especially that industry to like break
Yeah.
out of it and stuff.
I don't know if
You
you've
will
seen
never be
Twitter,
forgotten.
But,
Oh,
like,
you'll never
every
be-
time you
yeah.
make an argument on Twitter or like you try to like defend yourself, everybody's like, "You're a porn star. You've done porn. You're. It doesn't matter."
Dude,
like,
Twitter
literally.
is just full of fucking
was gonna
monkeys. What do you
say.
expect?
Oh yeah,
It's like a bunch of brain dead, like
but
like
it's like nobody takes them seriously because of their history.
well,
no,
it depen- it
people
depend-
should
well,
take
it-
them seriously because of their history, because they've seen a lot of shit that other people have not. And you've seen like the weird fucking like sexual assaults, the abusing,
within the
the
industry.
drug life.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, the
like,
industry is fucking
forcing
depraved.
people to do things.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it is crazy. There's some people who've come
Yeah,
out.
some girl
and-
overdosed like a couple months back. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we spoke about one girl who passed away.
Yeah.
What was it? Something Leon or something?
It was like this was like months ago, but I mean,
Yeah.
I always like so when I was like I've been on the internet for a while, like I basically grew up on it. And
Yeah.
one thing I
we all
learned
did.
really early on was like I just never told anyone my age, because whenever I'd get into in an online debate, like one of the first things people would do, like as soon as I could be making a completely valid argument, albeit like with all the naivete of like a 14-year-old kid, but I could be making a good argument, and the instant my age became known, it was whatever point I made, valid or not, it was like, oh, well,
Invalidated.
you wouldn't get it. You're only like you're a kid. It's like fucking no. It's like same thing you said there. Is like people invalidating an argument, regardless if they're a porn star or whatever. They are a person with experiences, etc. And maybe it is a shit take, and maybe they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Just go promote your
Oh,
OnlyFans.
like Maya
But
Khalifa, who said some of the dumbest fucking shit ever.
I thought it was me.
I don't even know. But
Who
like
gives a fuck? Fake titties, dumb looking chick. Right, the dumbest fucking
I
takes.
honestly don't get why she's like such a high porn star. Like she doesn't have that much. Not that I would know.
You want to
but,
know
like,
why? You want to know why? Because
I'm actually curious.
because she's fucking Arab. It's like, oh, those are like the fucking, hidden. What's that word I'm looking for?
Oh,
Uh,
the
fuck, I just lost the word. Yeah, they're supposed to be exotic.
Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Covered.
Oh, and now
it's the
they're
religion.
doing
Yeah,
porn
it's
now.
like-
Yeah, like who gives a shit? Those people are fucking.
Really? That's like genuinely like asking, like that's the appeal.
Yeah,
like-
because she's Arab.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know
why do you
anything
think
else,
different
but
fetishes form a system.
Yeah.
Dude?
yeah, most her famous shit was when she was wearing like a hijab
Oh wow.
and going down on
No.
some guy.
Oh wow.
I've seen a video. I think it was, I don't know if it was an Asmongold react, but she was saying some of the dumbest fucking things on Twitter, and
Oh,
she was
yeah.
harassing this
Yeah.
this mother and child because they were Israeli.
What?
Yeah.
Bruh.
What?
Yeah, in the airport or something, they were saying like they're whatever they're saying doesn't matter because they're from Israel and blah blah blah. It was just some
What?
fucking harassment. It was so fucking stupid.
That sounds fucking silly. No, like
Mm.
anytime you
she has a
invalidate an
podcast,
argument,
and like some of the shit she says is just nah.
What?
anytime you invalidate someone's argument by saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter, you're the X," or "You've done like any of that shit," like it's like that is you actually just can't. It's the same way when you like know you've won an argument when they just start actually just attacking your character. It's like you can't you like the instant you start insulting me, just like, you dumb motherfucker, you don't know what you're talking. It's like, no, you just can't think of your reptile brain can't think of a good enough retort, or just admit that you're wrong.
I mean, I call people stupid when they say stupid shit.
I just sign out of the argument. Like, I don't care. Like, if I know I've won or like whatever. Wow, this sounds egotistical as fuck.
No.
But like when I know it's like they start insulting or something like that, it's like I'm out. Like, this is stupid.
The one thing that really like gets me going is when I prove someone wrong. No. Like gets me going, like gives me a high. When I prove somebody wrong. Oh, such a good feeling.
Oh,
where you just look at their faces. I fucking told you so.
Yeah. For me, it's like
I love that feeling.
I more want like.
I think it's because when me and my dad used to argue younger, right?
Oh,
and he
would
would say something, but then I'll bring it out. Aha!
Yeah,
then he would get. It's like you're great.
I have yet to have
like, what
that
the
with
fuck,
my dad.
man?
I have yet to have that. Every time my dad says, I'm like, that's not how you do it. He's like, that's how you do it. And then I'm always fucking wrong. I hate that shit. I'm one day I'll get him back. One day.
I love proving, like when I prove my dad wrong, it feels so good because he's supposed to be like the know-it-all guy.
Oh, is that just how he presents himself? Yeah. Just like, oh, I'm like super knowledgeable.
Yeah, you know, like he knows his shit, right? When it comes to like certain things, but
of course. But certain things, like when he does,
certain things when I'm like, you know, this. I mean, that's not how you're supposed to do it. It's supposed to. Then he like looks at me and is like, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, no. And then you bring in the proof and you show him the results, and it's like, you're grounded.
Oh, he retaliate?
That's how it is with technology, dude. Every tech-related shit, they come to me. Because I have a computer, because I built it. I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, he's our tech support guy now.
But you're Indian, so that's normal.
Not really. In an Indian household, internet goes down.
I can't say anything as the token white guy.
My app doesn't start on my phone.
I mean, that was me, with
Apple
the phones.
TV not working.
Oh,
I'm like, my dad's like, just teach
my
me
phone.
My dad's like, oh, just teach me how to restart the Apple TV. I'm like, dude, I tried that 3 times. It doesn't help. You don't remember shit. I have to still come down and do it. You know, like they're like, teach me how to do it so I won't call you next time. And they still call you next time. And I'm like, at that point, you could have just called me and I would have done it in 3 seconds and would have been done with this shit.
For me,
it pissed me off, dude.
For me, my parents are just like, there's just certain parts where they just don't even bother with like they've got phones, but I think my mom, I know she hates her phone. She's got a super nice phone and she just hates it.
That's my mom. She hates technology.
She's just like, I'm like, okay, I've called you like 6 times. Like, you don't even. I can't stand that they have like they buy like super nice phones and technology and they just actually just don't utilize it. It's like, just keep it by you or in your pocket for the love of God. Like something like I cut my head open at work one time. Like blood. Like I got staples and everything later in the day. But I'm like trying to call her like, oh yeah, I want you to take a look at this cut because I didn't think I needed. There's a hole in my head. I'm like, I don't want to go to the doctor.
Jesus. Okay.
I just like, and then like, and I can't see it because it's like right here at the top of my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because it's quite you have to pay for that shit, right? And
it happened at work, so it's workman's comp if it does because like the work will cover it. So like, but I don't want to go if I don't have to. Is my thing. It's like I'm still in like probably shock, adrenaline. I'm an idiot too, so that doesn't help. Then I'm doing like the man thing, so it's just like there's nothing.
Fine.
Like there was blood half my face. I'm like, all right, guys, I'll be fine. I total fucking bonehead move. Like
pun intended.
Like, yeah, exactly. But like, I call her like 6 times and like nothing, and then like fucking 30 minutes later, she's like, "What is it?" And I'm like, "All right." do I just lay it down softly? Do I be like, "Oh, I just cut my head open, nothing big." Be an asshole? No. Yeah, no. I just told her, like, obviously she didn't know. There's only so much you can do, but it's like, just,
What's she gonna do? You already heard.
Well, no, but it's like I wanted to take a look at so when you like trying to decide whether you get stitches or like staples or like something for a cut, it's like how like wide the cut is, because nobody at my work was willing to like look at the top of my fucking head.
Why?
Well, they just, I don't know. None of them would tell me. But meanwhile, the manager's like
involved or responsible for anything.
The manager. So I had my head. So when I got my head cut open, he took me back to the spot where I hit my head on the edge of a shelf and fell to the ground. And I was like, all right, put the finger in the cut, saw blood. I was like, fuck. He takes me back to the spot and just starts breaking it down like, so what were you doing? And I'm like holding like an ice pack to my head, like,
Jesus,
loading a package, and then I hit my head, and he's like, all right, let's start sliding those packages. And like he starts breaking down everything I did wrong, and like, because that's
serious?
an ocean. Yeah. Oh yeah. I couldn't fucking believe it. I'm like bleeding from the skull, and he's like telling me everything I did wrong, and he's like, I don't want this to happen again. I'm like, no, let me go do like the other side of my head, bud. Like, fuck you.
That's actually fucked, dude.
Dude, it's fucking gross. No, like I actually was in disbelief at like how like baffling.
That's where you're like, I don't want to work here anymore. What the fuck,
Like,
I mean,
like, how is that?
Yeah,
America.
Jesus.
Well, I kind of almost like I was like, in the moment, I was just kind of like it was like, again, like third person, like out of body like experience. Like I'm just like bleeding from the skull, so I'm like, yeah. But like at the same time, like in hindsight, it's like, how the like I get that you have to like go over the P's and Q's of like, because it's your job to a degree, but at the same time, it's like, okay, can I sit down and like, can we do this another time, like when I'm not fucking bleeding from the skull, like, you bozo? I don't know.
I feel like sometimes, like, they're trying to find any way to avoid the company from paying for your
I don't
medical...
think I don't know if they can, like, I'm pretty sure regardless they were fucked as soon as I broke skin.
Out of that.
Well, yeah, you can't get out of that, like, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. I should have taken the workman's comp. I didn't, but either way. Oh, there's one funny thing. Do you guys do like the guy thing where it's like you get like super injured and you're like, oh, I'll be fine, and then like you get like a tummy ache,
no,
and you're like,
I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. I ain't doing this shit.
I do the stupid thing.
Yeah, I mean, I try to like act tough. Like,
exactly.
Sometimes when it's like pain and it's next to like, a girl or something, like, I'm good.
I don't even do that. It doesn't matter who's around. It's like, all right.
Like, when I'm sick or something, it's like, oh.
I gather forth my children. My time is now.
It used to be like that in like high school, but now it's like I got responsibility. So I'm like, even if I'm sick, you're like, all right, I gotta fucking thug this out and just do what I gotta do.
Well, yeah.
I'm fucking behind like fuck ton if I miss like a week of classes or
yeah,
other shit.
everybody does that. I'm just talking about like I don't know, with guys at least I've heard like a lot of cases of like, oh, I hurt my arm,
not going
and
to
like
the doctor because you're like, fuck this shit, I'm good.
It's like, yeah, but like again, like you get like the slightest tummy ache or something, and it's like, all right.
Dude,
we're down for at least a week. This is too much.
I mean, if it's anything that can give you some time off from work or something, yeah, I feel like.
I think it's like we like try to be really tough on the outside world, but when we get inside our house, we're comfortable with the people. We're like sick, dude. I'm in my bed for like 2 weeks. We're like, all right, guys, I need soup.
Dude.
I need to rest.
I need soup. I don't even remember the last time I had soup, dude.
The only soup I would have is ramen. Fuck, like, soup is not food.
Tomato soup.
Really? You wouldn't eat like
tomato soup with the little like cube things? I don't know what they're called. Like
no, that's
what are they
stupid.
called?
Croutons?
Yeah, I think croutons. Yeah, you put them in the tomato soup.
You
Yeah, I
you
love
mean
those.
bread? Croutons literally bread. Dude.
Yeah, I know, but like there's a
Just
name
have it
for
with.
it.
I can't like I'm not a soup drinker. My mom loves soup. I can't.
I
Soup is a
It has to
stupid
be
food.
thick, dude. It has to be like real like thick, cause not like that fucking like water
So
shit.
broth,
Ba-
right? That's what
basic.
thicker
Tomato
soup
soup.
is.
Tomato
There
soup's
is
pretty
no
fucking
there is
thick.
thick soup. Yeah, I mean there is like this type of
Search for
Arabic
tomato
soup.
soup, brother.
It's like it has some lentils, meat,
The hell's lentil?
and
Brother.
All right,
That's
I
worse than
know
me
I
not
should have
knowing
known better
croutons.
than fucking asking. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay,
Never
never
mind.
mind,
Never
alright.
mind. Never mind. I should.
But-
Yeah. Never mind.
yeah. But if I were to have any type of soup, it has to be noodles, like ramen or
Ooh, I like noodles.
pho.
There has to be like some type of physical
Yeah.
aspect to the soup. Basically.
Meat,
Yeah.
noodles, eggs.
Well, yeah. Are there like actually just liquid soups?
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah,
was
that's the
talking
thing.
about.
Oh
Yeah,
fuck that!
Demon
No,
was talking about.
I'm not gonna go drink
That's why
my dinner.
You need like it
fuck?
literally is like drinking water, dude.
They're gonna
and
make me
then
do
people
that when I'm
drink- and
in my
they take a
80s. I'm not doing that.
They take a spoon like, oh my god, this is delicious. I'm like, brother, that's water, literal water. That's
Flavored water. I mean,
yeah, flavored sure,
I
but like, dude,
mean-
add some chicken in it, croutons.
Yeah.
no,
Put a
I need-
little
I
bit
need
of milk
substance.
and like make that shit
like
thicker.
if
You know,
you're
cream.
like for me, like last time I remember that I had like soup as a meal, it was literally like I forgot what type of soup it was, but it had some chicken and veggies,
Okay.
but the carbs in general was just bread. You dip the bread, but
That's
then I was
better
like,
than water.
I was like, you know what? I just ripped up the bread into like little pieces, chunks, shoved it in,
Oh,
let
yeah,
the
yeah.
bread soak up the soup,
Yeah.
and it was way better. I'm like,
Yeah, my
this
mom-
is food.
My mom
This
makes
is
like
food.
makes like so when she makes this really good. My mouth's gonna start fucking watering. I haven't ate anything yet today. She makes this really good like chicken like soup, like noodles and stuff, and then these got like these giant dumplings that go into it, and they just like it's so
Ooh.
fucking
Sounds
good.
It reminds me of this Jamaican soup with dumplings.
Yeah, like you. Then you hit the dumpling vein. It's like soggy, but it's not like fucking just water. And then it's
What kind of wait? What kind of dumpling is it? Like stuffed dumpling, or is it just?
I think it's
dough?
stuffed. I think it's stuffed or something. I don't know. It's
Okay.
really fucking good. I haven't had it in a long time. Yeah,
Send
no,
us some.
yeah. Again, my mom's the cook of the house. She's absolutely appalled with how we eat.
Bro, when a mom cooks, it's just different, man.
I feel like there's like there has
I'm
to be
tired
like
of that shit now.
really. You'll
been
miss
eating
it.
that.
You'll miss it.
I'll miss it eventually for sure, but like I haven't ate my mom's cooking.
I
in, like,
never got
6
tired.
years.
But
I never got
it's
tired of
been a
that shit.
while.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, I
Because she
crave that
doesn't-
shit daily.
I think
Like-
it's because like I'm sure I'll crave it once I leave the house and like and
100%.
it's like oh shit, you know,
I,
like
there
kinda
has to
wanna-
be something like like neurological or like on the like the genetic level that's like oh mom's cooking like
Yeah,
like
mom's cooking goes
100%.
hard.
It's got to be like I bet it's a nostalgia thing of like
It's not even that. It's just cooking in general. You feed me. You're my fucking best friend, brother. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like,
True.
dude, I'd fucking die for you if you fucking
Yes,
gave
a
me
way
food.
to a man's heart
Like, you
is
know,
through
brother,
his stomach.
yeah
you know, learned that shit from One Piece. You know,
hey yo yeah
Oh, that Sanji fucking arc, bro.
Dude,
that thing.
literally.
Oh man, that was a good
his
arc.
first arc
No, Sanji.
yeah
When you-
when
when
you met
they-
him
Yeah.
yeah that's I've only watched a bit of One Piece. I think I stopped like along near like the end of Arlong. No, I want to
really,
watch
like,
more.
love them.
It's just
Near the
it's,
Arlong. Holy shit, that's so
Arlong
long
is-
ago. That's
yeah.
That's before Sanji.
no, it's after
that's what
Sanji.
the
Oh,
is it?
oh yeah, you're right.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
with
I-
Nami, right? Yeah, Nami.
Yeah.
I'm on like where they
I-
went to like they're in the Grand Blue or something now. So
Did they
like
cross like the
Grand Blue Fantasy.
no, calm down, calm down.
Did they meet the whale and everything yet?
Yeah,
already?
I'm past the
Okay.
whale. I haven't
Okay.
I stopped after a while just because I was like okay I got like Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 came out and stuff. A few others,
It's not-
Free
no.
Rent, all that stuff.
Oh shit! I totally forgot to catch up on because I was busy watching Black Clover.
Oh boy.
I'm finally watching Black Clover. The only way I
not
could
bad.
get past, the only way I could actually consume it was an English dub because the JP dub is just god awful. I
It's
want to
just the same-
strangle that person.
It got boring after like
he's so
a
annoying.
couple episodes for me.
I
Like,
yeah.
wanted to finish Black Clover because I did think like certain scenes were good and stuff. It has its moments.
Oh, dude, I kept it in the background just listening to it. There were some scenes that are actually kind of good, so I watched it.
Yeah, that's why.
The only thing I liked was like the body transformation that Asta had, because you can see like the work he put into it and how much longer. I just love that shit. Cause like it's like a naturalistic, fucking not like I went in a gravity simulator and I'm jacked as shit now. You know?
The like, training arc of like
don't bring Goku shit into here, man.
But like his
500 times gravity. It's like
because of his training.
Son, I don't think you can handle this gravity. Oh, it'll be fine if I go Super Saiyan. What?
Oh, the Vegeta.
When did you learn how to become a Super Saiyan?
He kicks his ass.
Nah, dude.
He kicks fucking Trunks' ass for becoming a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But can you dodge this, you little shit?
Yes, when did Super Saiyan turn into a child's plaything?
Yeah. I love that's such a good dude, holy fucking shit. Jesus, calm down. Core memory unlocked.
Goku. Dragon Ball.
Oh man, Dragon Ball was such like the best.
I can't watch it after you showed on stream how he's coming when he does his first.
He's nuts.
And do, like,
listen. That was his first time,
or whatever it's called.
It's different when you were a kid. Like if I watched Dragon Ball under the same lens I watch everything else now, it's fucking awful. Half the time.
No, it's still good.
Okay, wait.
Shows as a kid were way more interesting than they are now. But like, dude, I wanted to watch Samurai Jack. It just doesn't hit the same as it did as a kid, dude.
I never enjoyed Samurai Jack.
I enjoyed it like a motherfucker as a kid, but now it's
I couldn't get into it.
Certain shows like Dragon Ball, I think, just elicit a different reaction from me. It's like, again, like I was watching the Broly movie, and like I was like, at first I was like, oh, this is a little movie. This is a little goofy, but then as soon as like the fight scene starts popping off, I'm like, I don't care how silly it is. I'm a fucking like 9-year-old kid again watching.
Bro,
like,
that shit was tight. Man.
It was good.
That movie.
There's something to be said about like shows like that, like that are just able to like take you back to like when you were like actually a kid, just enjoying it. You know that Ratatouille scene? That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Tasted, he's like a kid again.
Stuff like SpongeBob and like Family Guy stuff is something I can watch over and over. Yeah. As like even now. I think they're still fucking great.
Family Guy, like, not for me.
Like, you know, your childhood shows like Transformers Prime or like Battle Force 5, the shit I watched, I was like, I can't watch that shit now. Or like I used to watch Strawberry Shortcake as a kid.
Really? Oh shit.
Yeah, because it used to be before because I don't know if anybody had this, but like
for me it was Kim Possible.
Okay.
I mean, but like Monday to Friday.
Oh, she was hot, man. Growing up,
I could not get up at like 7 a.m. to go to school. But like Saturday, Sundays, apparently my body's like, yeah, 6 a.m. Let's get up and do nothing because we don't have school for some reason.
Well,
my body just wakes up so early. Yeah, because I have to be up at like 7 to go to school on Monday to Friday. And then Saturday, I'm just up apparently.
Bro, I'm just like,
Well, think about the other thing. The other thing when you were a kid, like it's changed a lot now, especially with like I think this generation might not get it as much. Like that's coming up. It's just kind of what was on at the time. You didn't get to like choose. Like I'm going to watch.
Oh, there's going to watch variety.
It's just kind of like. Oh, this is on. Let's just watch it while we have dinner or while we have breakfast, And if you missed it, you just would have to wait sometimes. Like occasionally, if you recorded it, there'd be like, the playback or something. But like,
oh yeah, the VHS, dude. Do you remember those?
Being
TVs
able to pause a VHS, being able to pause a VHS when you need to is a fucking talent. That shit, stopping it on the exact frame. Dude. I still can't.
And then you rewind it. It goes way too far, and you're like,
it's like fuck.
Yeah.
No, but like genuinely, like when I was a kid, like we'd come home from school and like we'd just gather around the table and we'd watch TV. And like the only thing that was on 90% of the time, like because we were waiting for like SpongeBob to come on, was like iCarly. So you're like, all right, guess we'll watch this. What the fuck else are we gonna watch?
I don't know what that was.
Because like that was with me when I wanted to watch Transformers Prime, and it was used to be like it came on at 8 a.m.
Is Prime the one where there were like animals and dinosaurs?
No. Prime is a different. It's a really good actually still, but like it's a different one. Transformers Prime is I think one of the better Transformers TV shows. But like I used to get up at 6 a.m. because my body just woke up apparently, and I used to have watched Strawberry Shortcake, Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, and then finally I could watch Transformers.
Dexter's
Prime.
Laboratory.
Dexter's
dude.
Dexter's
Yeah.
Laboratory.
Laboratory.
Dude, I
He's a
still
smart
watch that
boy
shit,
with a
dude. It was
scheme.
amazing.
Did he blows his experiments to smithereens?
It was
There is
awesome,
room
bro.
for things to go
That's
boom.
Why
gone.
do you remember this?
Dexter's lab.
We fucking
Fucking love that show.
Knight's a
dude.
sleeper agent. You just gotta say Dexter's Laboratory.
Didi. Omelette du fromage. That was my first French word I learned, phrase I learned.
That's fucking
Only to
hilarious.
find out it's not what it means.
But like, if you go back and watch these shows now, it's like.
I
there's
think
only
I could
very
go back
few
and
that
watch
hit
some
the
of them.
same.
I think there's a
I think
few
for
I
me,
could
it's
watch.
just graphics quality because I see the shit like that's fucked up now because you watch good, better shit. You're like, what the fuck is this plot hole? Or wait, what is this? But it's like
Kid shows,
it's a kid
I just
show.
realized, what's Dexter's accent?
Annoying.
I had to like
smart.
I have to listen to it again.
Like everyone, like, why does he have the weird accent? Didi, he's a weird talk like this, you know? He has this weird fucking accent.
I don't
know?
actually know. I actually really can't like place it like at all. You gotta
let me
look that
Google
up.
this.
Dexter.
Oh, everyone's
What
googling.
is
All right, I gotta Google it too. All right,
Dexter's
fine. I can't be left out.
accent.
Eastern European.
No
Comedic
shot.
French accent.
Yeah,
That's what it's
apparently
supposed to be.
I could see
apparently
that.
People think it's a German accent, but it's a
Trace-
East European.
Yeah, it says traces of Russian and German accents were added as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In
That
honor
sounds like
of the
bullshit.
creator.
That sounds like complete bullshit.
That's what it says here.
That
So a lot
sounds
of
like
people on
complete
Reddit are
nonsense.
asking, why does Dexter have an accent?
Apparently, there's a
Wait,
debate on whether his accent is Russian or German. There's a big
Yeah.
debate on it.
I can't even fucking like.
does
No, I don't know. As again, like
Even though he's
I would-
American.
Please, did they put it down? Please.
like I don't know. I don't know if you guys have. I know, Knight, you've probably watched Dragon Ball Super. Doc, I don't know if you have,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like
haven't watched a single episode. He
I could.
ruined it for
I would
me.
100% if I got the opportunity to go back to like DBZ art style versus Dragon Ball Super art style. I would in a heartbeat. Like in a
DBZ.
heartbeat. Oh yeah. Like just I don't know. Everything looks like way cooler. Like there's blood. There's all that crap. Like it looks.
the thing is, it just looks more natural and
Yep.
gritty. It gives it more of a.
It looks closer to what it looked like in like the actual manga and stuff too. Like in terms of like how everything's drawn and shaded and everything. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
blah blah blah.
I don't know. The
I mean, you see
Super
that
just
in,
looks.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't look as nice. I don't. There's just something I can't place about it. Like it's more high def, but at the same time, I feel like something was something
It's
in that
very
transition
digital.
was lost.
It's very digital. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like down to earth 2D animation.
Mhm.
It's something because here's the thing: because you grew up with that style,
Mhm.
so it has this like this retro-esque style. So seeing it like redesigned to this new modern style kind of puts you off. I feel like they've done the like when I watch Hunter x Hunter, you know, there's 200 Hunters, right? There's
Yeah.
20 level one and the ones before that. I grew up and I watched the old Hunter x Hunter, and I
Mhm.
still love the old Hunter x Hunter. I watched it like 3 times. And then when 2011 came out, I was like so excited. When I saw it, I'm like,
It doesn't look. It doesn't feel the
different
same.
voice actor. This
The
doesn't.
thing is, for new generations, they'll probably
Mhm.
like the new one better. And it's like One
Of
Piece
course.
too. Like One Piece, a lot of people like before time skip better than after time skip, even just for like the plot itself than what it is
Yeah.
now. And you see that with Disney movies, because now they're like taking the Lion King, making it 3D, and people are like, no, we want that 2D shit back.
yeah,
Even though Disney fucked all that shit up.
I have more respect for 2D artwork than 3D.
Oh yeah.
I depends. It depends on the application. I think definitely.
No. Yeah, it's true. No, I'm not saying like I hate 3D.
No, I know.
But
I know.
I just love what goes into 2D because I did study animation and new media, right?
Mhm.
So I had the option of doing 3D modeling and animation, or just sticking with 2D, and I stuck with 2D. But I added like digital,
Yeah.
stuff to it with motion graphics and all that other stuff. The one thing, right? 2D takes a lot more effort than 3D. They both require like experience and knowledge to do it, because in 3D you still need to fucking
I think the
you
challenges
still
are
need to
different.
design the character. Yeah, the challenge is different. You still need to design your character. You need to model it. So that's the one thing. So when you model it, you're not done yet. You still have to rig it.
Yep.
Right. And then you need physics. The clothes need to actually
Move
have some
like
sort of simulation.
like if I'm
right?
pulling on my shirt, it's gonna like everything
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
But that's where 3D has an advantage, because in 2D you have to draw all those creases and have like that fluid movement. With 3D, you can have point A to point B, and then you can program like it does it by itself.
Yeah, it'll move. It'll
transition
move using logic.
Yeah, and then you have the fucking, what do you call it? The simulation, like the cloth simulation, hair simulation, all of that. It's more about editing, fine tuning the animation, and also having a good eye for what looks real.
It
And
doesn't
when it
have
comes
like
to
that
3D,
artist touch to it, almost kind of.
yeah,
Because you get that personal vibe from the artist himself with 2D rather than 3D, where it's just the program kind of taking you on training wheels.
Good 2D animation has a lot of personality to it.
yeah.
Right.
Like there's 2D, and like for any medium, I feel like, of art, there's like, especially for like when you're making like something like a TV show, I imagine there's like the stuff where it's like, oh yeah, this is just acceptable to have on screen, and then there's stuff like the studio I'm gonna fucking Studio Ghibli.
No,
Studio Ghibli stuff. A lot of that stuff. It's got a lot of. It's got a lot of character. It's got a lot of character. Versus like I love SpongeBob, but I would never like put it up against something like that and say like, yeah, look at the animation styles. Isn't SpongeBob so emotive?
Different.
It's like no, like you just kind of listen to it in the background while you're doing things.
It's enjoyable, but it's like and then like a lot of old Disney stuff again, like it's very emotive.
Because an animation, just like any other type of media that you're consuming, has to captivate you not only through the visual but sound, and how the sound pairs with the fucking visuals.
Like I love talking about animation. But I feel like it's never talked about how important, how like actually insane. Like if you get a good, not only like good music and a good soundtrack, but good fucking sound design in almost any creative fucking medium is so important. So important. Like the visuals could be but if the sound design is like great, I feel like it's like, oh yeah, like, oh my god, like
Not to mention.
Attack on Titan.
Sorry, go on. Okay.
sorry. I'll be brief. But like,
okay.
Attack on Titan's soundtrack, not only does it work extremely well for the entire series, like all the way through, I'd argue like it's just a fucking sound
Someone's
orgy.
Gonna invalidate you. It's like, oh, you're mainstream anime.
Stupid.
How dare you?
Stupid. That's stupid.
People like it for a fucking reason.
It is, yeah. But throughout the entire thing, like soundtrack is a masterpiece, I think. And not only does it work within the show, but on its own, I feel like you can listen to like most of the tracks and just be like, yeah, this is just a fucking banger. As long as you're like, cool, it's just like soundtracks, you know. But
yeah, I mean, I also, funny enough, My Hero Academia, I love like the soundtrack. It's
really?
like, it has this uplifting thing, like when something great happens, that emotional scene. Like it may be the most corniest fucking thing, but the music just takes it to the next level.
Yeah, like
if you ever
got me in Dune, because Dune soundtrack, it captivates the I don't know if you guys watched the part 1 and part 2 movies.
I haven't.
I fell asleep during part 1.
Dude, the music is what captivates me. And like you see that with YouTube videos, dude. There's certain YouTube videos you'll watch because it captivates you because of the sound they make or the music, and like when they're transitioning or something. And it's like I think separates a lot of good videos from bad videos is when they use music to their advantage full on, and you just fucking grab you in.
I think there's definitely an art to editing. In terms of YouTube, especially for like documentary videos, I feel like there's like obvious distinction where you just kind of can take a moment and you're like they didn't need to like go this hard on a transition or for like a B-roll shot. Like obviously there's like, oh, I just recorded like a camera panning, but like then they add like throughout it's like consistency of the edit throughout the thing, not just
Yeah.
a 3-minute segment. Like Internet Historian, Lamino, I think is the
Yeah.
But like the consistency of the edit throughout is just like
Yeah.
peak.
It's
Yeah.
also like why YouTube Shorts I think are a little bit better than TikTok, because TikTok is just people taking their camera and doing shit, whereas
But it's the same
YouTube
thing.
Shorts, no, it's the same thing, but like I think they put a little bit more effort into YouTube. Obviously, there's still people that put no effort, but like
They're literally re-uploading their stuff onto YouTube.
yeah. But like there's YouTube Shorts, there's actual content creators that literally spend a 16-second clip, like they probably spent a week trying to make it and all that shit. And it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
That's
what's Zach? Fuck, what's his name? The visual effects guy.
Oh,
I forgot his last
is
name.
this the guy
Zach
that like
something.
he'll
it's the
like
magic stuff.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
he like picks something up out of
Yeah,
frame.
out of frame, yeah.
Yeah, he does that as well. And like he brings his stuff from TikTok to YouTube.
I think that's fine though if you're gonna like
Yeah.
just post that shit. But it's also like I'm just saying like for sound design and actual quality, you could notice that. Obviously, some people shorts I think personally are people just scrolling on their like they're sitting on the toilet and just scrolling through that shit. That's I think what most short people are.
Yeah.
Like 'cause that's
Question:
me.
if you were to like think of like one animated movie that captivated you like so hard, can you?
Garden of Words. What is it? What is it? I think that's what it's called. Oh, I gotta look this up.
Garden of Words?
Yeah, Garden of
Does it have to be animated or is it just any form of like
Animated
animated
movie.
movie?
Yeah, Garden
I
of
haven't watched that many
Words.
anime movies.
2013.
It was stunning. It was stunning when the visuals and like it just
Oh, it
captivated
does
me.
look good. Yeah.
It just really like
Oh,
got
wow.
me
There's
into
a clip of some girl's feet.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
no, it's a wholesome.
Show me.
It's a
No.
wholesome movie. All right. Same thing with what's that other one?
There's a lot of wholesome anime movies.
Silent Voice.
Just pick one.
Silent Voice
Oh.
has
Pick
some.
one. Come on.
I
know
well,
it's
the
hard.
Silent Voice might be the one for me because it's
Nah, you cheated. You cheated.
What I've watched like a total of like
The-
5 anime movies. Like I've watched
It doesn't have
literally
to be
like 5.
anime.
You can
It doesn't have to be
I
anime.
asked if it was like any media, and you said
No,
animated.
I meant like
I said
animated. It has to be
animated.
animated.
Again, I
Can
don't.
be Disney, can be fucking
I haven't
whatever.
watched that
Just-
much
As long
Disney.
as it's not SpongeBob SquarePants or something, you know.
No. If
Like it's the
that,
SpongeBob movie.
if that captivated
again-
him, then sure, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like a scene in like because again, I haven't watched that. I don't watch that many movies, so like I'm gonna like
Yeah.
dent hard here too. Like that really like I can like think back to and like I'm genuinely like that was.
What's a movie you would watch today, full on? Doesn't matter.
I'm
That's
trying to think of
animated.
because I feel like Wall-E was one of those experiences of like just the whole movie. I was just kind of like, this is just fucking really well made.
Wall-E's pretty good.
Again though, like if in terms of anime, probably a Silent Voice has a lot of
Mhm.
visuals I think that stick with me. Like genuinely, like
I get that.
I was
like
thinking
the
about
X marks
that.
and everything, and I was like, yeah.
there's a scene at in like the I believe it's the second part of the Attack on Titan end finale thing. I'm not gonna say what it is, but completely because it's it's the scene with the baby, and they're on the edge of a cliff, and they all just start passing the child. It's like holy fucking shit. Like I like again like that was just one of those
That's
visuals
crazy.
like that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like holy
It
shit.
has like an emotional effect on you, basically.
Yeah. It was like it was just a really like insane like but yeah, Silent Voice was just a really good movie. I gotta watch more anime movies.
I used to not like it until like I saw a YouTube video on Silent Voice and how it kind of depicts that like depression and that in like a very real way.
yeah,
Alright.
it's a really
I still haven't watched that movie. But
Oh,
I
it's
need
really
to check
good.
it out.
Really. I mean,
It-
you could watch it all together, you know.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
I'd be down to watch
Yeah.
that again.
For me, the movie that captivated me the most in like animated form was Princess Mononoke. I don't know if y'all seen it. It is
No.
a Ghibli movie.
I've only watched a few. I just know the few I have watched they've left an impact. Like in terms of like they're just actually nice. Is that
Hey, we
it?
put a Princess Mononoke background.
Yeah, I haven't watched it. I want to watch. I want to watch a lot of those though. I want to watch Spirit. I haven't watched Spirited Away. I haven't watched.
Spirited Away is good.
Everyone
Same,
always brings that one
studio.
up. I want to watch Howl's Moving Castle again. I don't remember it that well because we watched it when I was a kid, like when I was really young. But I just remember it being like really well made and really nice. But I can't. It's that's a weird thing. Is like, do you remember?
Yeah,
I
Princess
I
Mononoke.
noticed
You
it
just
like out of
noticed.
nowhere. I was like, wait, did he just
Yeah.
say this?
You guys, have you guys ever had that like with like anything? Like you're like, oh, I don't remember this distinctly, but I just remember I liked it. You know?
Oh yeah.
If you can describe it, maybe we can.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
I-
about. How's Moving Castle is that for me? Like
Oh.
I remember it being nice and everything. I just don't
It is
remember
nice.
about it. I don't remember anything about How's Moving Castle. Like I can just say I enjoyed it. Like that's what all I can remember.
I went on a binging spree of watching just a lot of Ghibli movies.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's one I just cannot watch ever again because it literally broke me.
Really? Which
yeah,
one?
Grave of the Fireflies.
Grave of the Fireflies.
Dude, I broke down. It was the
See,
saddest fucking.
I have
movie
not
I've ever
had.
seen.
I have not had
The-
a movie or a form of media. I think yet
Really?
break me. Like
There's a
I've
lot
had-
of shows like.
The only I've had is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. That
Everyone
that's
wants
like
me to
a-
watch that.
Stupid title. What is
No,
that?
it's a stupid title, but if you watch the movie, it like, oh my
why?
god.
Why does that have to do with a pancreas?
Everyone
what the fuck
told
is a
me that
pancreas
the-
anyway?
You have to watch the movie to realize what it's all about. But like, I cried.
Is a pancreas like around?
So okay,
I don't
well,
know
what are we
where it is.
constituting as like breaking us? Like you just afterwards you're just in
See,
shambles.
as a man
Like-
crying on a movie.
Yeah, you're fucking crying. You're just like, oh my god, I can't believe.
I mean,
you
it
know,
could
like,
be also like you can't watch that shit again. You know, like
yeah,
I cannot see that again. That's one for sure.
Really? Okay.
yeah. For me, Grave of the Fireflies. It is.
I don't think crying. Like I think if a form of
Sad.
media makes you cry, that's
Oh.
okay. I don't think that's constitutes as breaking you. Like I think that's
Oh,
just
dude,
like
Yeah,
it's
but I
just-
wouldn't want to watch it again
Yeah, like I can't. Like whenever
If
I
you couldn't
think
sit
about
through
it
it again?
I'm just
Okay.
like,
unless I'm
I-
sitting alone. But then it's like sad as shit.
I don't know if
A
I'd
dude-
even
a
watch
dude just
it.
sitting alone crying in his bed.
dude, Edge Runners made me cry. What
Whoa,
the
whoa,
fuck,
what?
dude? Yeah.
What?
End of Edge Runners. I like. You.
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
I'm not gonna say
No
anything.
spoilies for other
I know.
people.
I
you
know.
It's pretty old
Eh,
now. I feel like everybody should have watched it by now.
Nah,
yeah, but
some-
still, you don't want to be
Dude,
an
Edge
asshole.
Runners
I haven't
was-
watched the ending.
Oh,
by the way.
I like shed a
haven't-
tear at the end of Edge Runners.
Rewatch the whole thing. Rewatch the
because I
whole
watched,
thing.
like,
Wait,
3-4
what did he say? Wait,
episodes.
what did he say?
He didn't finish it.
Oh,
Dude,
you
I haven't
fucking
finished
loser.
Frieren yet. Solo leveling. I haven't watched
Solo leveling, you
Master-
got time. They're blue
I haven't
balling
watched,
everyone.
I haven't watched any Ghibli movies, by the way. If you didn't know that, I haven't watched any.
None.
I've only watched like shorts on them, and then yeah, I've never watched Edge Runners. I watched like 3-4 episodes, but that's about
You got to
it.
rewatch it. Like you
I think only
understand
until the moon
why.
scene. That's about it.
You'll understand why
I
it
like.
fucking makes you cry because that shit was like.
See,
oh,
that anime
what?
didn't look like I was like it's gonna be sad. at
Oh
all to me.
man! So that's
It-
why whenever
yeah.
you hear that song, people who know, you guys know. You
I
know?
like shed a tear, but I knew it was gonna happen. Like you like anybody like who's like yeah, you knew that was coming. Like
what that dude? What?
it's well done.
Yeah, it was.
It's well done. It's well
Dude,
done.
you guys find it weird that how some people like take characters that are like imaginary fiction and they like take them really like deeply, like that character died. As it you compare, it's like almost the same as real life.
Oh, like
Someone died.
Great example of that is no, I can't talk about that either because that's spoilers too for that
me-
show.
Fuck it.
Mike, like a favorite character that you really liked, and yeah, I understand. Like it
Like you're talking about like people
What?
taking
Oh,
it
no.
like that extra step of like
Yeah.
they're
And
actually
it's
like mourning
they can't
them.
like zone out, be like, "Hey, brother, this is all fiction," you know.
I think there's
You-
a degree
you
of people
can
that
be-
understand it.
you can be emotional about a character dying, but it's not like they're real.
Like people
you know?
have that with Red Dead. When they finish Red Dead, they're like, "Oh, it's finally over." Because when people first started playing Red Dead, it's like, dude, this game is so boring and stuff. But then they finish it, and it's like, oh my god,
I
I
still
can't
haven't
ever take
finished
this
it.
time back.
there's like any form of media, like people are like, if I could go back and watch that again,
Yeah.
like I think that's one of the highest
I
praises
feel
you
that
could
with like
give
Naruto. Yeah.
any form of media. Of if I could forget all of this and watch it again, I would do it in a heartbeat.
With the same mindset.
Mhm.
Like you hit the forget button and then you can just binge the whole thing and then experience it again. Like being able to like do that, like I feel like is like, because it's like I think it's super hard to like appreciate like something like in a form of like
I want Alzheimer's.
words.
Huh? What?
Huh?
No.
Huh?
I wonder what show would be that for you. For me, I'm actually trying to think about it right now. I don't know.
Show that would be that for me. Attack on Titan's one of them. I seriously, I don't know why. It's just I just love the fucking show. It's so fucking good.
Like for me, it would be Goblin Slayer for sure.
AOT.
Like, yeah.
I don't think I'd do Dragon Ball. Again, if I watched Dragon Ball today with the same critical mindset, I'd be like, this is silly.
No, that's why I like with the
Yeah.
same mindset as you had back then. I think it would
I think a
be
lot would change.
Yeah, Attack on Titan. I think I could watch that at any point in my life and just be genuinely like enthralled.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Dude, it's the reason Attack on Titan got so freaking popular. Like it's
well done.
genuinely.
If
I
I,
don't get
could
why
forget
people bash
Grave
on like
and then
mainstream anime.
rewatch
It's
it,
like,
Grave.
yeah, Grave of the
Mhm.
Fireflies. If I can forget it and
You
rewatch it.
mentioned that, and I'm like, I looked it up, and like, I'm just looking at pictures, and that alone, I might just watch it. It looks just based off of the fucking like front of like it's like on Amazon. Like it looks sad.
Yeah, it takes place during the bombing in Japan.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is a story about a brother and sister during that time.
What game would you like to forget and then remember? Like first experience. Sorry, that was totally worded.
Shit.
I think for me,
Borderlands,
really,
Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning.
pick one. You gotta pick one.
Pick one. Shit.
Yep, I know I'm gonna be an asshole too. If you did this to us earlier.
A game that I can forget and play again.
I mean, it's a game we all three play. No.
Nah.
Doc's got that hentai haven
No,
game
no.
queued.
I honestly haven't played many games though. I only started playing games in like 2021.
Oh shit, this just got a lot harder for me because I'm third eyeing this shit.
I'm fucking like I'm
Yeah.
stumped over
Stomach.
here. I don't know. Games
even
is
remember-
different.
Also, when you put it on the spot like that, I'm like, what games have I played? You know, you forget everything.
For me, a lot of the games I've played that are special to me aren't special because of the games, but more so the context that I started playing them in. So
I get that.
So Skyrim was one that popped into my mind, but it's less the memories of Skyrim and like. So
I would
when
have loved to play Skyrim when it first released, modless, because right now I can never play vanilla Skyrim.
well, there's also something to be said about like the hype when a game releases of like everyone's playing it, everyone's like, you got your friends, you're like, oh, I just went to like fucking Whiterun and did the dragon at the beginning of the quest, and now I'm off in like fucking this place, and you're like, oh no way, I did that earlier, and now I'm in fucking Riverrun again.
Yeah,
It's
That was like
I'm just naming
Edgerunners.
Skyrim really curious.
When Edgerunners came out, I felt so left behind because everybody,
Everyone and
any
their mom
stream
was
I
watching
went to
it.
was watching it and playing Cyberpunk, and I'm like, fuck. It's like
Mm.
FOMO. Like you get literally FOMO from that.
Yep. Well, I feel that when I wish. There's nothing I could have done because I was a kid, but like World of Warcraft, I would have loved to experience the MMO like gold rush. World of Warcraft, Guild Wars, any of
Aeon.
them, like any of them. But like
I decided on my game.
Yep.
Aeon.
the MMO gold rush, I like was way too young to experience and appreciate. And like looking back, I'm like, I would have fucking killed to be able to like go guilding with like 40 goobers, you know?
I think
And with
Every time I think
MMOs
about
just
an
in the
MMO,
shitter now.
it just fucking hits me, man.
Yeah.
I just miss the days where you just spend hours and hours just grinding, fucking farming.
Everyone's doing it.
PvP.
Yep, everyone's doing their
Oh,
thing.
everybody's on TeamSpeak. When
See-
you go open up TeamSpeak,
Yes.
it's filled with
Yep.
people. There's so many freaking languages
Yep.
and accents. You have like the fucking Russian guy, the Greek guy, the fucking people from the UK. You have that one Chinese guy who doesn't talk much, right? But it's like, oh,
But they're cool.
Come back,
like,
come back. Yeah.
They're-
Everybody's just there.
Yeah. Yep, that's for me. Like again, it was less. So Skyrim for me, the reason I said I would say Skyrim if it was like in that same moment was because I remember it was Christmas, and my older brother he got like $40, so he gave it to my parents and they paid and we bought Skyrim. He like gave my dad like the $40 bill, like not the $40 bill, like $220s, and he bought Skyrim and yeah, just sitting there with my brothers watching it fucking download, and then we finally launch it. And then we all decide what the character is. Like that's what was special about it to me, not just the fucking like we all played like the same account and played the living shit out of the game.
Damn.
But like, yeah. I mean, that's what it was. And then like Animal Crossing was one that popped into my mind was like just cuz it was like yeah.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, no well, you know, that punch
what do you
out.
mean you
I think
know?
it's just a wholesome game. Like you can just sit back, relax, and play. There's no like hard things or like it's just nice to like relax at the end of the day and play Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
At the end of the day, I'd play almost anything as long as the homies are playing it, but like
Except
like
Warcraft.
genuinely in terms of like games I like enjoy playing on my own, things like Stardew Valley actually just tickle my brain in a way that like
You just reminded me of something, man.
Core memory unlocked.
Yeah, so there was this one game, Final Fantasy VIII. It was
Okay.
the one game I played with my uncle.
Mhm.
Right, he passed away. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, and that's the one game we played together, and we grinded when we finished it.
Mhm.
It was such a good time. Because at that time, like I wasn't really a fan of those types of games,
was just-
especially turn-based or
Mhm.
anything like that. But it was just that one game where we just sat down and concentrated, and we just played back and forth. He would do one, like I would get stuck in a boss. He would play. We would get stuck, so we'd go back and
It was
forth.
the
and we were-
experience with him
yeah,
that made the
that
game
was-
special, not the game.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I still remember the train with the spider and everything. That was good times. Because the only type of games I liked playing back then was like Tekken. It was during Tekken
Well,
2, Tekken 3.
it's funny how like the perception
days.
of those games can change because like when we got Animal Crossing, all three of my brothers and me, all two of my brothers and me, we all were like, this is some fucking goober game. We would never play this because we were like Punch Out. We were like, we're this, and then my mom wanted to play it, and then like everyone, we all kind of just it was wild how
game.
like the stigma simply by looking at the cover like fell away as soon as we just started playing and everything.
Yeah, you just
like,
had fun.
yeah,
That's
we
it.
just stopped worrying about like the perception of like, oh, we're playing this game, this means this or whatever the heck. I don't know, and we just enjoyed it. Like with you and your uncle, like you're like, oh, it's a silly like turn-based game. I would never play this. Like, no, just enjoying it.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was
know.
a story there. Like, it was actually the first game that had a story that I paid attention to. And then soon after, I played Soul Reaver. It was that vampire game. I don't know if you knew it.
I don't know if I could look it up.
It was so it was a story about this world of vampires, and this king wanted,
I don't know.
if I ever can remember correctly, he wanted he wanted power, but one of his subjects is like who was lower class than him or something. When he developed wings before the vampire king, so then he got stripped of his wings, killed. Like his jaw was just removed or some shit. So you were like a zombie vampire out for revenge. It was Legacy of Kain. That's the one. Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain.
I think I actually have that on Steam.
Yeah, he had the scarf, and you pull it down and suck in souls. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
So it was that one on PlayStation 1 after I played Final Fantasy 8. And then the second turn-based game that I ever played that I did by myself and enjoyed still has to be one of my favorite all-time games, Legend of Dragoon.
Yeah, you've mentioned that one.
Yeah. I wish they should remake that game. Oh, I need them to remake that. I'll pay good money for that game.
I'm
remade.
so worried about like the like you're seeing it with Hollywood right now, the movie industry of them just remaking movies because they're fucking. They got a built-in
remaked
audience.
Final Fantasy.
Well, yeah, well, that's
7.
the thing. Gaming is starting to do that because companies aren't making new games or new IPs because it's not safe and stuff. But if you make a remake of an old game, it's got a built-in fan base, etc., built-in sales. It's safer to remake the game, so we'll be eventually dipped into game remaster hell, where it's just this.
They did a remaster for Dragoon.
Oh, did they?
It's just slightly upscaled graphics.
You gotta play it again?
A good remaster, like I don't want just
like,
the game I knew, like slightly higher def.
Yeah.
Like actually add something to it. No, don't change the core game. We're not asking you to make a new game, but fix bugs. Fix fucking bugs, please. Graphical overhauls expected. It's a remaster. And general like just improvements.
Did Skyrim have that when it was remastered to PC? The special edition?
Some bugs still persist, but
a lot of bugs still persist. The special edition for Skyrim is the excuse for Todd Howard to sell more Skyrim.
Anniversary edition,
for
not
me,
stolen.
The only game I wish I could go back and play would be Minecraft.
Yeah.
Because it's what me and the homies played when I was a kid. We used to spend a whole summer
I
just
don't
having
understand
a survival
that
world.
game.
It was amazing, dude. Like, we built houses, we fucking ruined down houses, had a whole fucking village and everything. Dude, those were the times.
I understand
simple
Minecraft
times,
is
you know?
popular, but I don't see the appeal.
It's playing with the homies. It's all it is, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say, playing it on your own, I could easily see how people could be like, "This is like I play."
Dude, people play by themselves. They do all this stuff.
Yeah,
well,
the
people who do that,
why
like,
would you be bored from that though?
It's the same, like, yeah, like I could 100% see how people are like, the single player Minecraft's just not for me. Multiplayer Minecraft, though, if you can get a good group of people together, it can be a fucking blast.
I mean, he had a Minecraft server, and I fucking spent like a good week on it. I even spent money for a fucking pickaxe, dude.
I didn't own the server. We just joined a random one. We did what are called in my community, we do community nights like once a week. So like we'll do Minecraft, get as many people as we can in, and then we'll just join some random server, keep it low key, and then we'll just bullshit.
Okay.
It's a really low key game. You get, and then there's like so Minecraft servers. Minecraft is a Java based.
Here we go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. We're going into this. Well, I want, because I think you would actually. I think there's stuff in Minecraft that I think you would actually enjoy.
Because it's like,
I doubt it.
The reason I like Minecraft as a game, you can quit for weeks or months and still come back and have fun.
It's
play it.
It's an easy pick up and put down game.
Exactly. It's not like an MMO where like you're fucking behind now.
I missed the event.
Gotcha game, or you know.
Yeah, there is something to be said about games that can be picked up and put, like, I don't have to like segment a part of my day out in order to play this game. Like, you know, like I have to plan to play my fucking game. Like, I can just actually hop in for 15 minutes, play a match, get out. You know, that's it. That's the game. You know, I think that's what part of why we should talk about the Helldivers thing. Helldivers is a pretty easy pickup, put down.
I actually watched a couple of videos about that.
I think that's why Battle Royales got really popular too. It's because you drop in, play a match for 40 minutes, and you dip.
Which game?
PvP.
Battle Royales.
That's PvP.
Oh yeah, but still.
Battle Royales. What's the appeal of Battle Royale? Battle Royales.
I mean PvP, like you said, but like I think it's a time thing. If you have an hour, you can drop in, do something, get out.
The Fortnite specifically has hit really mainstream with like they hit pop culture really well. Yeah, they strike a chord. They strike a chord with people. I really don't get the appeal of battle royales myself. I can't say I've really delved down the rabbit hole of like why does Fortnite work, or why did Fortnite work?
It's a younger audience.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's like, I don't know. What did like a battle royale specifically? What chord did they suddenly strike? Because it's not like Fortnite was the first one to invent a battle royale. I remember playing like I think it was like an Arma game or something. Like I was trying to get a knife. I was trying to get a knife in Team Fortress 2, the Black Rose, and you had to play a certain game for like 15 minutes to get it. And I was like, it was a battle royale, and I was like, this is fucking dumb. I have no idea what I'm doing. It was
I don't
awful.
know. I think it's just one, you can play it even if you have like an hour, which is like not even a lot of people have an hour, and that you could still play it.
Mhm.
2, it's PvP, and I think it's a slower pace than multiplayer. Let's be honest, like it's a slightly slower pace, and and you get to choose your battles and all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
it's a
that's
little
the
bit more
appeal of it.
strategy.
Exactly. And it's like it's like multiplayer's like, oh, bad spawns and stuff. Here it's like you choose your battles, you take on the enemy, and its skill kind of like matters unless you have cheaters and stuff like that. And I think that's the appeal to Battle Royale. And that's just there's also Fortnite made it popular, and then other followed.
Yeah,
And now it's like, oh, where's
Everything's a
Naruto
Battle Royale
from?
now.
Or Dragon Ball. Oh, that guy's from Fortnite. And I'm like, punch
yeah,
that kid.
that's the meme content that's come out of Fortnite.
I do that now. I just piss people off. Be like, oh, is that the guy from Fortnite? Somebody said Predator the other day. I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna go watch it. But I'm like, oh, the guy from Fortnite, and dude, he was like, never do this shit again.
Yeah, people actually get
Never
really
say
mad if
that
you do
shit
that.
again.
People get really mad if you actually say that.
I mean, I would too, dude. If
Like-
like somebody
like,
was like, dude,
There
oh, is
was
that John Wick from Fortnite? I'm like,
dude, there was that thing. What is that? Metallica and from Stranger Things.
oh yeah,
Yeah, because they played Master of
Oh.
Puppets in
Yeah.
the series. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's the band from Stranger Things. I'm like,
Oh,
damn, but
somebody-
it's
I think
fair,
Doc-
it's fair
From now-
because
you did that with
if
like
our
one
Oh,
of
sorry.
Beethoven's symphonies or something from what was that anime?
Eminence of Shadow,
He was like, oh,
Dude,
dude, this was a great Eminence of Shadow soundtrack, and he started playing it for me. Dude, if I could have reached through my screen and choked him to death, I damn near. I was like, is
Sonata
this?
he was playing a sonata and he was
Yes.
like,
Yes.
I was like,
oh my.
He started playing and I damn near killed
that
him.
one, right?
I was like,
That
you need.
one, right?
I was like, Doc, you need to stop right now. I will. Dude, I was trying to kill you with my mind.
That reminds me of like when I made it. This was like literally last week. I made him delete a folder in Windows, and he
He played
fell for
this
it.
so well. So I was like
System
looking.
32.
No. So okay. So I was like looking at my task manager. I was like, what's using? So I was like, okay, Opera's using 10 gigs of RAM naturally. And blah blah blah. Why is my file system? Because I had been transferring files from around in the NAS and stuff. And I was
File
like,
Explorer, yeah.
I was like, why is because I had closed all my tabs, and I was like, why is File Explorer using a gig of RAM? And I was like, and I was just like clicking through, streaming my screen to Doc, and Doc was like, yeah, you should, yeah, if you end that tag, go ahead and end that task. And I was like, yeah, why not? I mean, like, it's only using a gig. It can't be important. Like, it'll just anything I closed there would. I just assumed like anything important there would just reopen itself or something, like, right? And like when Doc's context, when Doc's bullshitting, he's awful at it. He's usually like fucking terrible. Like, he's laughing, he's giggling. You can like, like when you're like at a voice chat and you can hear someone smiling. Exactly.
Yeah,
like, and that or he's like, that he'll like make a quip about it. And I'm like, oh, this is just nonsense. So I'm like he's giving it zero warning signs, zero red flags about me deleting, like ending this task. And I like end the task and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I can't open my taskbar anymore. Let me just try and reopen, like, because I've got it hidden because of my monitor and everything. I just hide the taskbar, everything like that. So I can't just click it.
What exactly did you end?
I ended the
File Explorer.
File Explorer.
You know the File Explorer you open
it's
for all
just
your
always
like,
open on
storage?
your computer.
Come on, Road File.
Well, again, like I said, I just assumed anything that was important and it would reopen itself.
Yeah, you right. Wait.
Yes.
You should just right click restart.
No, I just hit end task because I was like, oh, it's using a gig of RAM. I don't need it to use a gig of RAM. I just assumed it. I thought it was. I thought it was like a memory leak thing or something, like with my File Explorer. Because again, I was transferring files, so I just assumed, oh, this is just. It's just been doing a lot of stuff today, so I just gotta end it, and it'll just reopen itself.
Sometimes you should do that.
Yes, but no. So I thought that's exactly what I thought. Like, okay, maybe I just gotta. It's like a flush thing. Like, all right. So Doc's like, yeah, end that. And I like, all right, end it. And then I was like, oh, that's weird. I can't do that. And then Doc was like, yeah, now he was like, when he said end it and I clicked end it, he was still talking. And then he was like, and now you have to restart your computer, you idiot. And I was just like, actually, like, it took me like a second to be like, wait, are you joking?
You didn't have to restart the computer.
I did.
You don't.
I couldn't hit Windows key. I couldn't open anything.
No. you can restart.
You just reset the graphics. I think it's like Windows R.
No,
Something,
no.
and it'll,
No, you can end Explorer and you can start it back up right away.
I couldn't.
You don't have you can you don't have to restart.
No. The way I've got my computer set up, I can't see my task manager or my taskbar at all. It's hidden on both monitors.
You can have the taskbar completely dead and you can still restart Explorer.
I've
been doing this for years.
I'm not saying you can't.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
how?
saying I just would have been. I just
run.
restarted.
Just
I
no,
couldn't.
no,
I couldn't.
like he couldn't.
No, I
if you
couldn't.
press Windows key, Windows would not.
Nothing
pop up.
would
You know,
appear.
It
You
would
don't
not
ha-
appear.
No, just Windows R.
Yeah, but
you
he
don't
still
have-
needs a Windows eventually.
No,
What do you put on Windows R?
Windows R
What's
is
the
run.
command?
Windows
Yeah,
R.
I know.
You don't
I
have
don't
to
know.
have Windows open.
I can't say that would have worked because I didn't try it.
No,
but, I mean,
but you
just-
still need the Windows menu and everything because that wasn't popping up for him.
Mhm.
No, not to open File Explorer in general for your computer.
What?
You know when you click
No.
the Windows key, your whole menu pops up saying what all your pin tabs and everything are,
No,
and your
okay,
task manager pops up.
No. So run doesn't need that.
I know, but he
Oh,
still
no.
needs it for his computer in general.
Yeah. So if you did Windows R and restarted Explorer, you could have still gotten it to work.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you meant like
it was just gonna
so
be
it would
quicker for me to
restart Task
restart rather
Manager
than
too.
look it up.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you just meant it would just take you to File Explorer itself, but not like it wouldn't
No.
reopen everything else.
No, I just restarted. It took me like 2 seconds. It wasn't like life changing. It wasn't like I
You
was
were
like
just
I
mad
can't
'cause,
save
like,
this.
I was so serious. I was
He
like,
did it
dude, just
so
delete File
well.
Explorer. I don't.
He did
you know,
it
you don't
so
need
well.
that.
That's like the best I've ever seen you do that. Like I was like actually like I literally was like like I was like actually baffled. It like took me like I was like it took me a minute of like disbelief that Doc just fooled me. Like I wasn't even like that. I might have closed my File Explorer like an idiot. But like it was actually just
And the
like
thing
Doc
is,
managed
it
to
was-
fool me.
No. It's a fluke because I didn't know what the fuck it would do until he deleted it. And I'm like, wait, I remember doing this shit.
But the instant I deleted it, like you didn't, you used so much confidence, like you usually don't have. Of like, yeah, now you have to restart your computer, you idiot. Just, I wasn't ready
Well
for
done.
it.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, it was like credit where
Dude, it was
credit's
a
due. He
great
fucked
moment.
Wait,
me
how
up.
do we even get? How do we even get to this
I don't
thing
even
right
know.
now?
I don't know.
We're-
Dude, our conversation today, I started from somewhere and then
It's
it's
the
here
magic
now.
of the Oreo.
we brought up Helldivers and then suddenly we just left it. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, we so.
Yeah, no, I
Should we
started
talk,
talking
we wanna
about
talk about the Helldivers thing?
It's
Yeah, we can.
It's a mess.
I watched a couple of videos just to get some context because
Context.
yeah,
Content.
some people were like coming to my streams like, "Yo, you heard about the Helldivers drama?"
It's crazy.
And then I'm like, "Nah, I
Like
don't
people
play the
were
game."
already mad at the anti-cheat and shit in Helldivers, but damn.
And then you
a lot
brought
of
it up
people were winning.
yesterday.
A lot of people were willing to like, put the anti-cheat stuff aside, just because it was like
Whatever it
I want to play Helldivers. It makes enough sense, I guess.
But like
It's
now
still
they're
a little
using that
ridiculous.
ammo along with this to like
Yep.
even downplay the game even more. They're like saying, "Oh, well, we already had the anti-cheat problem. Now we have Sony in here, and it's a whole mess."
I mean,
Um,
And then
I never-
who's the guy on Discord? Their manager? You were saying?
so I
It's
don't.
like-
Before we start going on and talking about Spitz, their community manager, he has come back and like there's been some updates in the past like 24 hours, and he's like actually been like apologizing, like I didn't know about certain things. I'm sorry. Like again, it should be their job to be like, you shouldn't jump to again. They're under like realistically one of the worst case scenarios your game could possibly go through as a community manager.
Because I understand, like when you sign up to these games, you're gonna have to sign up on the game's website or something like that. Like Warframe does it as well,
Yeah.
right? You need a Steam
yeah.
account, you need a DE account. Understand that, but now you need to have a fucking console account for a PC game.
So
like
let's
you're on Steam. What the fuck?
let's take
That
a step
actually
back
doesn't
here.
make-
Let's take a
Alright.
step back here. For those that have been living under a fucking rock and don't know what's going on, Helldivers 2 recently shared a community update and like all that stuff. That
Do you
on
also have
May
to share what
6th.
Know Divers 2 is?
No,
It's a fucking. It's a.
if you don't know what
game. It's a-
Helldivers
I mean, if
2
you're
is,
on
you
the
don't
rock,
fucking care
no.
anyway. Realistically, on May, realistic. Wow, fucking hell. On May 6th, all players of Helldivers, in order to continue, all players must create a PSN account, regardless of if you play on PlayStation
Network. For those who don't know what
Fuck
that
you guys.
stands for.
Fuck you guys. Fuck you assholes.
From Sony.
Yeah. You must create a PSN account regardless of if you're playing on PlayStation or PC. What's the issue with that? Well, for those of us in the US, I mean, there's a few things, but overall, the big issue right now with creating an account for all that kind of stuff is that, one, you didn't have to.
Locked.
Well, region locked, it's only available in 69 countries. For the astute few, there's a little more than 69 countries in the world.
Really?
I know, crazy.
America was the one.
I know, dude, kind of wild. But, so this has been like something that has not been enforced. So the big argument for it and why people are like, stop fucking overreacting, people, is like, yes, on Steam, it has been there since day one. Like, you may have to create an account. However, it was not enforced, and suddenly now it is being enforced. So the big thing with that is, previously, like, Sony has gone in and changed EULA's, TOS's, and everything just to make this whole thing like fucking kosher. So like one of the things in the TOS, before, do I have to sign into PSN to play a PlayStation game on PC? Signing into a PSN is optional when playing a PlayStation game on PC. After, do I have to sign in to PSN to play a PlayStation game on PC? Some PlayStation games may require you to sign in link to account on PSN.
But is it even a PlayStation game, or is it just?
It's published by Sony. It technically they are, quote unquote, they are able to do this. But the thing is that they're changing these EULAs. Like, this happened after, like,
it's
this
an
was
abrupt
announced.
thing, like a random. Or what?
Well, right now they're I'm trying to find the post. There's a class action lawsuit in the talks right now against Sony.
Holy shit.
Yep. So on about 12 hours ago, as of recording this, so probably like a day. It'll be about a day old by the time the podcast goes up.
Also, isn't it worse because I was
is a Reddit post
sharing with you about the UK thing, the
What
Face
UK
ID.
thing?
So in order to have a Sony account in the UK, a PSN, you have to either have your Face ID or your driver license.
Yeah.
as,
So the
information.
yeah. The issue with that, yeah. So in order to create a PSN account in certain regions, you have to verify somehow that you are from said regions. And how do you do that? Say, well, by scanning your fucking face, or taking a picture of, like, let's say your driver's license.
Like, bro, it's a fucking gaming. It's a game. You don't need that shit.
Well,
I think it's like they're thinking, there could be bots or something like that.
well, okay.
So they're trying to see if you're an actual person, which is
My driver.
There's that, but so what benefit does Sony suddenly have from suddenly enforcing this thing? Well, obviously going through all the trouble to do this, and obviously not just bulk immediately as soon as people start review bombing the hundreds of thousands their game. There obviously is some value to having all these people on the Sony network and everything, or like creating all these PSN accounts. I think it's a data thing, personally. I'm super cynical, so I think it's a data thing of like all these people creating accounts, information, like whether they're selling it to like advertisement people or whatever. They have obviously something to gain by forcing all these people to suddenly make a PSN account that they previously wouldn't have had to. And
that
again,
doesn't make
like,
sense,
I
though.
thought
Like,
it was. I saw a Twitter post about how, like, it's for shareholders. It'll look better for like new shareholders because so many people, they'll see that their numbers for PSN accounts are way higher.
That makes sense too.
Something's happening.
That makes a lot more sense.
Shareholders would invest more into Sony.
That's a lot. That's a lot more grounded than my tinfoil hat shit. But yeah,
I mean, it could be a mix of, let's be honest, like
it could be both. It could be both. But I mean, the
But
issue.
Sony's already pretty huge. Like, what
Yeah,
the
but I
hell?
mean, come on, it's never enough for these
why is
fucking
everything
companies.
going down Blizzard
Just-
and like
Blizzard's been done. Blizzard's been
mean, yeah,
cooked.
but-
That thing's been a corpse. But I mean, but no, like that's the thing is like. I feel like a lot of people fall into the same mentality that you just said, Knight, of like Sony would never do that. They're already big enough. It's like people fall for that with the same thing with influencers. The Logan Paul CryptoZoo scam shit.
Oh
Why would
my
Logan Paul
God.
scam me? He's got all this money already. It's like
and he
no,
still hasn't repaid it back. If I'm
no,
right.
fuck no. He's
Yeah.
a
No.
fucking he's scum. But it's the thing of like, oh, I'm safe. They wouldn't scam me. They don't need this. It's like no. That's
Bro,
the
money is
thing.
money, yeah.
Exactly.
Dude,
And
greed
it's
is a
never
big
enough
fucking
for these
thing.
fucking people. Like, just because they have all this doesn't mean they don't want more. They're gluttonous motherfuckers. Yeah, but
Well said.
but yeah, the issue with them requiring all this data is like the concluding asterisk, like all this data will be deleted. It's like I don't think so. I think these. First off, I think you're saving it. Second off, Sony has been hacked majorly every other year. They have a awful track record. I think in the Discord here, I actually posted about it somewhere. I DM'd it to you. I'm waiting for it to load. But yeah. So within the past 13 years alone, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 major hacks. I could just rattle them off. 2011, April. Hackers accessed personal data of 77 million Sony PlayStation Network users. May 2011. Personal details on 25 million Sony Online Entertainment customers stolen. June 2011. Sony Pictures website hacked, exposing 1 million accounts. November.
Delete PSN.
Yeah.
Bro, I need
No-
to I need to
You
like
said that yesterday, yeah.
yeah.
November
oh, shit.
2014, hackers steal 100 terabytes of data from Sony Pictures. August 2017, hacker group accesses Sony social media accounts. September 2023, Sony investigates alleged hack.
One question. To get that much information and that much data, like it requires some sort of like
Dude, it's like
peer to peer, right? Type of thing.
What do you mean?
It's like call. What do you mean though? Exactly.
What do you mean peer to peer?
Like they're downloading from them. Did they not like notice like all that bandwidth just back and forth?
It's not. They notice the hack. They know the hack's happening. It's just you
But
can't.
it's like
They just
how fast can you stop it?
exactly.
It's a timing
It's like
thing.
where's the hack coming from? What's they're a massive
'Cause, like,
target.
Once you see that
Yeah.
100 terabytes of your shit is being taken and you see that happening, you start working on getting that shit, but you also don't know where the fuck it's happening, how it's happening, how they got through. It's like when Linus Tech Media like got hacked and like
it's
and they had it was like a little like M.2 drive that somebody like downloaded something off their email. And that's how they got access to all their
it's a little bit
tokens.
it's a little bit more than that. They had a session token stolen and someone was able to get login credentials off of said session token. So they're either way, the
You have to
vector for
explain session
attack
tokens.
for something as large as Sony to narrow it down. 100 terabytes of data. Like if only a certain part has been compromised, they're going to get that 100 terabytes. So this is the issue. This is a bit of an indicative of a larger issue that we're facing of how do we prove people are real or certain things. So one of the things that's happening in the States is there's a big push right now for regulating. A good example is porn sites. Certain states for porn sites are requiring, okay, how do we stop kids from minors from getting into these sites? Well, you have to verify your age. So how do we do that reliably? Well, you take a picture of your proper identification and certain things and enter in some information to access the site. So like a driver's license, a passport, something like that.
Porn site.
Yes.
Ugh.
Like,
you're supposed to go,
the porn site won't store this. The government will. And the
So now
issue
the
with
government knows what you're jacking off.
So
Well,
the government is controlling the porn sites.
but
in a way.
they're just gatekeeping it. They won't like control what you watch on it. It's the issue with it is this creates basically a honeypot of the government is okay. The government doesn't have a great track record of like cybersecurity. Nothing is foolproof. Blah blah blah. So they're basically pooling for an entire state all this massive amounts of data on these people, even if they're tracking what they search and everything they watch, from driver's license, passports, information, emails, everything. All this shit basically into one giant spot to where if you hack this, you get a
money.
Exactly. 23andMe, I think I talked about this last podcast, or at least at some point, got hacked, and there was no repercussion, and the hacker got like data of like millions of people and just sold it to the highest bidder, aka insurance companies, so that, well, while you can't kick people off a health insurance plan while they have it, that's illegal, their next of kin are fucked because your family shows a history of diabetes. We're not going to insure, and none of these companies are going to insure you because we now own this data about the history of your family. And 23andMe well, the thing is 23andMe had a super lax security, and it was super negligent of them, and nothing happened to them. In fact, they were trying to cover it up and like from like just like happening, and like the only time they talked about it in public was when they were pressured to like people who had their accounts compromised and stuff got a like brief email of like, hey, don't worry. Like, so like just saying, if you're considering like sending your DNA off to anyone, 23andMe, any of that stuff, like all that crap, don't like literally don't.
Just look at the past 5 years, how much like having your phone thumbprint and your face is like the thing now.
Fingerprint
on your phone.
So fingerprint's different. Like fingerprint, they don't actually save your fingerprint. It's not like they have like they can like access, they can ID you off your fingerprint. So how that works,
they can ID you from your fingerprint.
I mean, doesn't your government have your
phone
already?
No. So how it works is if a crime happens, they will register your fingerprints into a system. They'll press them down, etc. You're now registered in that system. Blah blah blah. If you've never like gotten ID'd before for like fingerprints, etc., they don't have them just like as a child. Like they don't just take your finger and print it into a thing. Like we've now state ID'd you. You're not. That's not how it works.
But like it depends. Like when you travel, you're always gonna have your biometrics like taken.
To a degree, depends on where you go. I'm guessing I haven't traveled outside.
Yeah, like Canada, I know they check your face with the password and like all that stuff, and like I have my fingerprint sometimes, depending what it is.
Yeah,
but
I know when I with the army,
especially when you apply for a visa going anywhere, they're gonna take your biometrics.
I think it's like all 5 too. I'm pretty sure, not just like your one. It's like all 5.
Yeah. It's 4 fingers, your thumbs, and your face.
Also, if you didn't know this,
I've never been fingerprinted ever.
Really?
No, I got a passport and everything. I never got fingerprinted.
How?
I don't know. They just didn't.
That's interesting.
That's literally part of the process.
But, in terms of Face ID, there's very little laws in terms of like if you go to like if you say you get arrested, there's very little laws that protect you from that. Whereas like they can ask you to open your phone ID and it's legal, or they can somehow get it without like anything. Whereas a password, there's strict laws against I can deny you access to my phone because of my password.
Yep. So there's been cases actually, I think, of cops forcing people to open their phones using fingerprints and Face ID. Like they'll just like flash your phone in front of you, open it with Face ID, and they could just And it's
like legal because there's no laws against it yet.
Well, like, it's technically illegal, but it's but
isn't that an invasion of privacy or something?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's technically it's illegal.
Like, laws against it though.
It's illegal, but it's like it's much hard. Like if you took an incriminating video of a cop, and they just like if your password, you can just keep denying your password versus like they can force you to open your phone if you got like a Face ID thing.
Yeah.
Damn, what was I going to talk about?
Yeah,
like
I don't do
taking
Face
your
ID.
hand or like, you know.
Yeah,
I don't use any of that. I just use my password. I only use Face ID for like if I have to pay for it.
I've got it.
Like, it's hassle of to put your password in and be like, oh yeah, here, let me wait like 20 seconds to put my password in and be like, here's my phone.
The scary thing is like things like with the emergence of things like deepfakes, like there's like some legislation's coming out for stuff like that, but man, deepfakes.
Oh,
AI,
speaking
all
of
that
that, YouTube has an AI policy now
Oh,
when you upload.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Like
do you
I
know
s-
about that? I'm curious.
I just saw it like it's like a thing where
It's been there
it
for a
asks.
while.
No, I just saw it like
Does it like mark it
on
as AI
Thursday.
generated content?
So it literally asks, is the content you're uploading
Yeah.
actually real? Is it some sort of like
It's a question.
recreation of blah blah blah, some stupid
Yeah.
thing asking, is your thing AI? Anything
marking AI content as AI, categorizing
Yeah.
it.
I remember
Okay.
seeing
Yeah.
that when I first made the podcast channel, and then we uploaded our first video, and it
Mhm.
was there. I'm like, oh, is this AI generated content? If it is, plus do yes.
Good
And then
YouTube.
If it's,
Good on
and
YouTube.
it's no.
Yeah.
But it's like, how are they gonna enforce that though? You know? Like
It's just I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's somewhat enforceable, especially if it gets brought to their attention. But
and also, it's like,
flagging
is the
stuff
algorithm
as
different for people who have AI content,
I-
or does your video would get less views because people
does
see
it get
that it's
served?
AI content?
Would people be encouraged to not mark it as AI because it won't be served as much? I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's good that they're at least trying to categorize like
Oh yeah.
like
no,
a
yeah.
disclaimer in the like somewhere below the video, like this is an AI generated thing, because that's going to be the one thing that's like going forward in the next fucking 5
And, like,
years.
It's not even AI. It's saying
Yeah,
if
it's
it
going
if
crazy.
it what do you call it? If it's a deep fake of certain people, or if it shows people saying things that aren't actually what
Deepfake.
they said.
I think there was a law
Yeah.
just recently, at least being talked about or passed, that deepfakes without consent are now like illegal or something, are being
Here, let me
illegal.
actually read the whole thing.
They should be illegal.
Oh,
But
you
okay.
100%.
Altered content. Do any of the following describe your content? Makes a real person appear to say or do something they didn't say or do. Alters footage of a real event or place. Generates a realistic looking scene that didn't actually
Yeah.
occur.
I mean,
That's
how much is that really going to do? Because the people who are trying to use that to be bad actors are obviously not going to be like, well, of course, yeah, sorry, this is real. It's like, no, it's yeah.
Yeah, but like, there's obviously ways to figure that out. I'm sure YouTube
Yeah, of
probably
course,
has
it's not
like
perfect yet.
their AIs or algorithm probably like scans through the video now, just how it does normally for like subtitles, to be like, oh, is this AI? Because I'm sure you can find out if something is AI and real, give it enough like
People can,
data and
yeah.
everything.
I'm curious to see what programs are going to come out to like see if they're like can like is there going to be like a
They're going to have to
working
use
on
AI to detect AI.
AI.
Especially
That's what I'm
people,
saying.
like people, students who use like ChatGPT to make papers. So people making
Yeah.
a whole script with ChatGPT,
I'm-
and it's like,
I'm
where do they
wondering
like place that though?
I'm wondering for the people that have already passed, if once the technology gets sophisticated enough to detect other AI, if they're going to go back and like feed a bunch of essays from like X time to X time into
No,
it.
they already have that.
But what
When
I'm
you
saying,
upload, now that every essay is online, almost like when we do essays, we upload it. There's an AI that
Yes.
detects if your
Yes.
shit is AI.
but I'm
Mhm.
saying
It's a
like
very good.
what-
It's like it
I'm
gets in
saying,
between
like,
90 and 100%.
between the time zone when they didn't have that, if they're going to feed that through an AI and revoke certain
Oh, no.
people's degrees or something, that's what
I
I'd be
don't
curious.
think they have the authority to do that. They do not. No, because there's. I don't think that's possible, because once you have your degree, you have your degree. It's like,
No, you can get your degree
It's-
revoked. I'm
Yeah, but
pretty
that's
sure
only if you
it's
do, like-
happened before.
I think it would only be like if you spent like every single paper you uploaded was just straight up AI. But if it's,
I
like,
could
one-
see certain. I could see like
It
certain
might
like
also
colleges
be on the
being
professor
petty
too,
enough.
maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I've seen professors that like I have actually known in person, where a professor literally said, "Do not use AI," because you are literally plagiarizing content. Because remember, as a professor, your whole like half your job is teaching, half your job is researching and doing papers.
Mm.
And so, like, say you made a YouTube video, and now you're just using that YouTube video verbatim.
Mm.
You're like, fuck that. That's my
Yep.
shit, you know? Like, I put hard work into that. That's my whole life. That's 20 years on my YouTube channel, right? That's them as professors. Like, that's 20 years of their life.
Mm.
And so, like, one of my professors literally went to like to the school because 2 students were caught using AI on their paper and expelled.
Yeah.
And this has been
Damn.
happening like
Good.
3.5 years. They have a semester left and they got lazy and used AI and done.
Brother, come on. Like,
And it's like,
Yeah.
are you that stupid? It's a paper. Like, just it's. I know papers.
Well, they
are
probably
hard, and I
never.
get
They.
it.
The question is, well, like, again, like whether if they would they have still done it if they had known that the repercussion would have been, you know.
It's not even that. I think people who use AI don't realize how shit it is at stuff like papers. Like when you read an AI paper and you read a real paper, you can tell what the
well,
difference is.
of course.
I can almost like I can give you one, but it's like I don't think they know the technology. They just think, oh, this will write the paper.
I don't think
for
it
me.
even
Oh,
go.
let me do it.
I think for some of them, the thinking doesn't even get to that point of like. I think it's literally like. I think some people like chronic procrastination. Like they just kind of
I
like,
have that.
I need it done. I've
that's
got
me.
no other choice.
Yeah. Dude, I had a paper due Thursday and I wrote my name down on like freaking Wednesday, got the title on the paper by Thursday, had 6 hours left and I did it.
But my point is like some people that get it down to like the last hour and they're like, I can't finish this. I need to do this. Like they put themselves in those positions and it's just like we'll think about it
But
later.
You still have common sense to be like, I'd rather take an F
You would be amazed.
than do Chat GPT and like
Some people literally don't care as
Jeopardize
long
your-
as long as it gets done.
I wonder if it's just them not knowing online shit, as in like, dude, your paper's being uploaded. They can check it with AI.
I mean, but there's like I mean, I've seen smart people do absolute things like you would know better. Like 100% you would know better.
And
And
it's
sometimes
like,
it's just
okay.
it's just like actually like
Before the AI boom, there was also plagiarism. I don't know if you ever had Canvas or something. You uploaded a paper and it showed you
Oh,
a
yeah.
score of how much you've plagiarized on this paper. Obviously, if you've cited it, it's still going to say that you did something, but like it
Yeah.
lets you still like know. And it's like
anyone with a
just from that, you should be
brain
like,
cell.
okay, they should probably have that with AI. I mean, we've had AI in our like school probably for like a semester or a year now.
that's about a
And
year,
like,
yeah.
yeah, and it's like, I feel like you should just know, like, hey, don't cheat on this shit. You know, like it's online. If it's an
No,
in-person
no.
paper, I may be like, I mean, I don't know, do whatever you feel like doing. I would still say don't cheat because it's very easy to read AI than non-AI. But like,
You'll be surprised. Some
really
people
wanna
can't
ruin
really
3
tell.
It's the
years of
They won't be
your
able
convenience.
to
life?
tell.
Yeah,
Just
well,
like how artwork
professor
right now, or even
who's
video.
reading the paper.
I'm just saying, yeah, a professor, sure, but there are some people who wouldn't be able to tell because they're not used to it. They're just reading.
I
'Cause
wonder-
have you seen some of the? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Go
Have you
ahead,
seen some
go
of the things right that they've done, like with deep fakes and all the weird. There was this one thing that they showed this old lady, like a car crash, and she freaked out. She thought something bad happened, but it was just like CG and AI put
Yep.
together.
CGI,
Like,
yeah.
A
guess
regular
maybe I'm just
person
saying,
won't
like,
be able to tell.
Yeah.
An educated person who's been doing their job for like years can tell a real paper, especially a paper where like you've had multiple papers turned in or assignments and your teacher reads that, professor, and then you turn in a paper that's like, you do not sound like that. That is way more educated than what you sound like, brother.
I've
You know, like that's completely
I've been-
different
I
than what
got hit with that
Professor,
one
are
time.
you saying I'm stupid?
I
I mean,
actually
I'm
put
not
like my
trying to,
heart
you
and
know?
soul one time into something and I was like, who wrote? There was like somebody who was like, who wrote this for you? And I was like, are you fucking serious?
dead ass,
I was like, are you fucking serious right now? Like
dude.
that's was one thing I hit. Is like I actually tried really hard here and now you're just being an asshole.
Right.
Like I was like, no,
See,
it was me.
That's why you don't try hard.
Yeah.
Actually, I learned that the hard way. It was procrastination. I try to do a paper like months in advance. Like every week I spent like an hour or two doing it, right? And then when we got to deadline, I spent like a good 12 hours going through it. It's like a 18, 17 page paper. It was like, dude, this is so good. It's gonna be the best paper I've ever made. I put so much effort. Got a C. Next fucking like semester, different class, same like almost similar paper, 16, 17 pages. Spent like 12 hours doing that shit. Fucking B plus, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm doing everything last minute. And it's like, I honestly, it's just because I think your mind is like, you have that stressor of like, dude, this shit is due in 12 hours. And so like it goes to overdrive.
Yep.
And it gets shit done. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I again, I think it's probably different person to person because I know plenty
Oh,
of
yeah.
people that like just kill it. Again,
Mhm.
I was a mid student. Shocker, I know. Streamer boys.
To be honest, fair though,
Yeah.
I used to get C's and like B's and D's in high school. In college, it's only been A's and B's. This
Mhm.
semester might be my first C. So I think college is so much easier, especially because as long as you can get your
What?
shit done, as long as you get everything done, I think college is way easier than high school because one, you have your own time when you want to take classes and when you want to study. It's not like a set
Makes sense,
time for you. And two is like in most college classes, as long as you get everything done, even if you fail the final or something, you still get
There's-
above a C. I
There's
can
like
almost
extra
guarantee
credit
you
type
that.
of thing.
Yeah, as long as like you take all the opportunity you have, you get every assignment that they give you done. Because the small assignments you should get like at least like 80 to 100, and the final or paper if you get like 70, 60, you'll still pass the class. Like I
And
have one
especially-
class.
No, I was just gonna say, especially if in college you have more time to work on a project than you do in high school.
Exactly. And like my class right now, I have one paper that's 50% of my grade, two exams that are both 25% of my grade. No other assignments. And that shit is fucking scaring the fuck out of me cuz I have like we took our midterm and I got like a 16 out of 25 and the paper is 50% of your grade. That means that every point you take off is a percent of your fucking grade.
Damn.
And that shit is nerve-wracking. And I'm like, we might have to retake this class, you know? Just saying.
Oh god.
Dude,
Fuck.
that reminds me of something that happened in college. So during my first year, right, I did everything, finished the thesis, all of that stuff. Then I come back to reapply for the second year, and then they sent the grades over to my folks, and they were saying your son failed, whatever.
That's
What?
illegal.
No. Here, I'll tell you some. So they didn't calculate all the teachers.
What?
Yeah, the grades came from like 2 teachers.
What?
They didn't get all the other teachers' grades compiled
Is this high
together.
school?
No,
No,
this was
college.
college.
Oh.
So they said I failed because I didn't. I was like way below average. I was like so shocked. I'm like, I did that bad. I was devastated. Right, and my dad was furious. He's like, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna go there. You're gonna work part time, day in, day out. And I was already doing that. Right, you're gonna pay for it yourself.
Oh.
On the side, right? I'm like, oh shit, because I was like, oh shit, man, I did, like, I was so fucking sad and devastated. And I'm like, I have to repeat the first year. So I go there to register and everything. It's like, okay, blah blah blah. Second year, I'm like, huh? I'm like, but I thought I'm repeating and everything. It's like, oh, you didn't get the mail?
You fucking assholes.
Right then and there, she said she laid it all out for me. So apparently, the grades from this teacher from these different things were not calculated in your final score and
Dude,
everything.
I would have gaslit the fuck out of my dad. If like that happened and he was really that mad, I would have gaslit him so bad
Dude.
after I found out. I would have been
I
like,
was-
what were you saying
I-
again about me?
I called him up right there, and I called him right then and there
Oh yeah.
because it was just an hour difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just called him. I'm like, you won't believe what happened. It's like, what? I actually passed. Like, what? Yeah, I'm going to the second year. Apparently,
He's so
this and this
shocked,
happened. Yeah, yeah.
What? I
I
can't believe my son did
passed.
this.
Yeah, with flying colors, apparently. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
No,
I was
but-
so relieved when she said, like,
Oh yeah.
I was just like, all that pressure, because I was just doom and gloom, like, coming there, like, having to repeat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
dude, this
even
would never
in-
happen.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy that
Oh,
fucking grade a letter can do that to your mental state though?
yeah.
Fucking a letter, dude.
I was devastated, bro. I don't know, like, I was, and that sense of relief.
But like they send your grades to your house. Because like if you're over
Yeah, it
18
was-
and your
yeah.
parents ask like if they go to your college and ask for your grades, it is
No, because we're
illegal.
overseas. Oh, studying overseas.
Oh, but no, it was no electronics back then, right? I'm guessing no like online stuff.
What, dude? It was. Are you serious?
Yeah. What,
No,
what
they
they
send
send
my
a
grades
they send a
come
pigeon
in,
to your house?
But they don't send my
Email?
grades to my house.
an email and a letter. They do both.
Oh yeah, they don't send a letter. They just send you.
My
They just send
God,
me.
Doc.
They don't even send me an email. I passed my classes. I just know at the end of semester.
Doc sitting here like they sent fucking Knight's parents a telegraph. Oh my
Jesus.
fucking God,
like,
dude.
I was like, I've never like
Fuck?
been
Did
sent
they use
grades
smoke
to my
signals to send them
parents, dude.
the news to your parents?
And I was like, that's technically illegal, you know?
Are you
They can't
mad?
do that.
oh my
We had
God.
internet. Still
My parents, my parents
Must
knew my
have
grades in high
sucked
school.
getting that
But, like,
fax.
once in college, my parents do not know my grades. I just tell them I'm passing. I'm just like, yeah, I'm passing.
What?
Yeah, they don't. I don't tell them my grades. I do gaslight them, be like, yeah, I might have to retake a class here or two because I'm like failing my classes and stuff like that. My dad's just there, like,
my
disappointed.
thing was, I got like, I think for me it was partially like, I gradually got burnt out of school. So when I got tested at like elementary school and told like, oh, you're gifted and talented. So we're putting you. Yeah, I know.
What?
Okay.
I only laugh because he laughed. This
So-
I only laugh because he laughed.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
So what that meant was they put me into like higher math classes and stuff earlier on than other kids. So like
So-
I'd be learning certain things in elementary school that I'd be learning in middle school. And eventually, like, it kind of just, it wore me down because it was suddenly, like, it wasn't, like, horrible. It wasn't like I was locked in, like, fucking, what are those exams that they did in, like, Asia? Like, they'd lock the kid in there for,
Asia?
like in his, like, they'd lock them in for, like, learning, oh, God damn it, now I gotta look this up. The, to learn, like, Confucianism. And everything like
Confucianism.
Isn't that really bad though? As in like, dude, as a kid, you should be having fun, playing around, exploring the world a little bit, and then like now you're like, hey, I want to.
Again, I wasn't-
Hell no! You're gonna go and study. What the
Well,
fuck you
they
doing
didn't do
playing
that to me.
video
That-
games?
that wasn't
No,
what
you
was
should study, but like, you should enjoy. Like
No.
if he's studying all the time because he's in fucking middle school math and elementary, I'd hate my life.
that's not what happened to me. My parents didn't like my summers were my summers. Nothing really changed there. It was like the expectations like going all the way up into like high school of like
I did extra classes during summer. It was fucking shit.
but like I was expected to be like taking like AP classes or like advanced classes and stuff, and it was just like I don't want to do this and stuff like that. Like eventually it was just like it affects grades and everything, and eventually like it's just like I don't want to try to perform to this level just because I was like passed an exam or something. Like I don't know. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like the weight of expectation just eventually eroded my will to want to do certain things. Like, I think I would have done a lot better in high school given just normal workload in classes. That's one thing I wish I had never done, because I didn't learn until after high school that apparently you also have to pay for AP classes.
Yeah.
Like, in order to, like...
When you take that test.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea that my parents were doing that. I was like, what? Guys, no. Actually, these are fucking dumb. Like, after talking to college students, like, yeah, no, the AP workload is more than what you have to do in a college class.
Yeah.
And certain things. But yeah, it's like sometimes getting like driving home and it's like my grades aren't where where we expected them to be, and I was like, and then they'll be brought up like, well, you can do these things. You were gifted and talented. And I was like, in elementary school, sure, but like at some point, like I just fucking, I don't know.
I want to live my life, smoke some weed, chill with the
I don't know
homies.
about that, but I don't know. It just,
No,
I
I
don't
get
know.
that. You probably would have, I feel like, done better if there were no expectation. They were like, all right, dude, just go to school, do your best,
Yeah.
be chill.
I think, well, that's
probably-
the thing about college is like, I think college for a lot of people, I think, is a lot better of an environment because it's like, do your thing, figure out what works for you, instead of like a lot of people do benefit from a regimented schedule that like school offers, but at the same time, it's like
You kind of have to figure out how to have your own life though too, as in like,
Yeah.
how do you figure out how to schedule your life? Because school, they do it for you. That's basically
Mm.
like, if you don't know how to schedule your life, join the military and they'll schedule your life for you. I
That's
think
an option,
college
yeah.
is just kind of learning about okay, I need to live my life after college somehow, and you kind of learn how to schedule your things and
Mm.
prioritize things,
You
and
learn how
still
to
get your
adult.
fun and your hobbies done too at the same time. It's like it's all it is really. And then like college, I think for you personally, I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna have to pay for your college,
Yeah, probably.
probably. So there's less expectations from you because you're paying it yourself. Like if your mom's like, "Oh,
The,
you're not getting the grades you should be," I'm like,
well,
they're
the other
you
thing
know,
is like I college is like financial incentive too, so I'm gonna probably try a lot more than I might have in high school in terms of
Mm-hmm.
like I'm paying $1,500 to actually just sit in the classroom. Like
yeah.
college
You
is
know,
expensive, especially if you go to certain ones. Like
you might get
certain
really
good
mad at
colleges
college
are like,
though.
I
Because
guarantee
like
it.
if you're paying $1,500 and a teacher comes in and just starts talking about his life, and you're like, when are we gonna
Exactly.
learn?
I'm paying like $3,000 to be in like hold a pencil in your classroom. I don't fucking care that the meatloaf you had last night was a little cold.
Dude, I remember in college I had this one boring teacher. Like she was so bad at teaching. Like no offense, she wasn't a bad
It's a
person.
hard
She was
job.
just like
Yeah.
she was just really bad at teaching. And they did this one survey. I also kind of felt sorry for her at the same time. So they did this one survey where they got all the students to do a like this it's okay, a survey to see how well the teachers performed in class.
Mhm.
And she got one
Ooh.
of a really bad score. Like she was just like and ended up being she cried a little bit. I was like, fuck, but but you just suck. I don't know, you just suck.
That's tough.
I
That's
think
tough.
Yeah.
It's a really
Neil
hard job.
deGrasse Tyson did this experiment where like, how many teachers can you point that had an impact on your life in your whole life? Probably one or two.
Yep.
Literally, that's it. And it's like, I
Not
feel
every
like if our education system was semi decent, you'd at least have half your teachers have some type of impact in your life on the way they taught or something.
certain teachers aren't going to connect with kids in the same way that some other ones are going to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a fact of people.
But
But at the same
ratio is
time,
way too low though.
well, yeah, I agree. Teaching is such a fucking difficult job. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my heart goes out to anyone in any
Especially with
capacity
what
who's
happens
like,
now in high schools all over the country.
not even
dude.
that, but like their pay, their time, like they get paid dog shit.
Dude, I didn't know this, but until I like where I work now is right now work with the state, right, as a student assistant. So if I decide to work in the future for the state for like a certain amount of time, I would get pension and I would get my social security at the end of my when I like 65, 67, whatever it is now.
Well, you guaranteed that.
Teachers don't get a fucking what do you call it? They only get a pension, I believe, or they only get one or the other. They don't get the other, but professors and like they do. But it's like
So
they do get a higher pension though, but they don't get like
So at the current moment, everyone, if you work until a certain point, blah 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 blah, you get Social Security regardless. That's just how it works right now. That's a retirement thing. Not everyone gets a pension. I guess saying this, like teachers get a pension as far as I'm aware because they're union, blah blah blah. But in terms of American jobs, not every job has a pension. It's kind of almost. It's not
government jobs
it's not
almost.
Yeah, a lot you'll find it a lot more in unions. Like I work for UPS, I get a part-time pension. There's a full-time pension.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. But a lot of places don't have a pension and stuff. Like Social Security is often like a lot of people's like. Let's
I think
go.
what they do is, like-
401ks,
Yeah.
IRAs are a great one. Stuff like that.
Like most companies, they have you like give a certain amount of your money for 401k. It's a personal pension. It's not like you can also do like you can also
companies
go online right now and just sign it up for yourself too.
Yep. Yeah, the companies can set up like help set up a retirement thing. Yeah. Blah 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 blah. That's an hour and 53.
Oh shit. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think
we
only
will-
like state is the one I know that hires the office that hires the highest ratio in terms of like, say you have this much money and this is the percent we're gonna give back every year.
Yep.
I think the states like the only government jobs are the only ones that pay that much, and that's why people want to do state jobs. And I think it's the appeal. That's why they did it that way, is because of this appeal of like, hey, you can work 20 years and get like what, like 50, 60, 70% of your income as pension on top of whatever else. And that's also like you can save on the side too. Like you can have dividends, bonds, and stuff like that.
Stocks,
And
stuff.
you would
yeah,
have
IRAs.
you would have
yeah.
and like $40,000-$50,000 traveling, you can get by because U.S. currency rate to different currency rates.
$50,000 to travel fucking anywhere is insane. That you'd be basic. You might as well be sleeping on a gold yacht.
Go freaking live in, I don't know, some Thailand or something, and you would be chilling for the rest of your retirement.
Thailand. I wonder why.
Apparently, like even like
Doc wants to go to Thailand.
Vietnam and stuff. There's really, really cheap because the currency.
Vietnam has got a lot of interesting things happening. It's because a lot of foreigners are just going there, starting up businesses. There've been like Americans and people from the UK and all that starting up restaurants and like very useful businesses that help tourists. Because they go there and they can be a bit lost and they can end up finding like people who would end up scamming them.
Yep.
So going to these places that like have people that speak your language as well, it's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you get a sense of home too. It's like, I mean, yeah, you're traveling, but at the same time, you're like, this is way too much information for my head, you know? Like, I just want to be somewhere
something
where
familiar.
like,
something familiar sometimes I imagine helps a lot.
Like if I see a McDonald's, I'm like, that's my town right there. That's my home right there.
Well, yeah, it's like it's one meal. I can just sit down. I know what I'm gonna get. Like I don't have to like worry about them like bringing some weird
even
thing.
Like ordering
a custom.
Food, like,
different customs.
Like, can I get? Yeah, it didn't like. I think like Japan has like a big immigration problem from what I've heard because they don't want to like allow.
They've got a tourism problem. I think is what it is. I don't know how many people are immigrating there, but yeah, they've got a big tourism. Like there's certain parts of certain parts of Japan that are now being cordoned off to tourists in general. Like these certain places,
they're closing it off. Yeah,
just because people can't fucking be civil or act like normal human beings. They're just absolutely just I
mean, it ruins it for the rest of us.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's like the Japan. They're completely in the right. It's as sad as it is. Like.
But they also don't want immigrants though, as in like, and like their birth rate like per year is declining because people aren't having kids there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's global, but I'm pretty sure the majority is mainly in Japan too, though. Apparently a thing a lot of people are worrying about. It's a
thing that like birth rates in certain places are declining simply because there's a lot of reasons. Japan I can't speak to. In America though, it's so as of even like 50 years ago. Again, the culture and the stigma around a lot of that stuff has changed. Before it was, I think as far back as like again 50 years ago, like if you were a lady and you wanted to simply rent an apartment, buy a house, or other things, if you did not have a husband, you could not do any of these things. You could not buy a house if you did not have a husband. If you were a lady, like it's insane. It's baffling to think about today. Like I can't even get a fucking apartment if I'm not married. So a lot of these women would be like, well, it's kind of like you need it. So like even if you don't want to marry this guy, he's kind of what you've got. So you, to a degree, sometimes you're like, that's why divorce rates are actually creeping down because a lot of these women aren't being fucking shoehorned into like these men who almost borderline force them to marry them to a degree. The women can be a little bit more selective. They can. They have the opportunity to chase a career. They have the opportunity to do all these things that before society forced, at least in America, a society forced them to do under marriage, etc. So, yeah. I mean, again, I'd have to pull up the exact things. Like, there's a whole host of lists of stuff like that used to be like, you cannot do this if you are not married. Like, it was insane. Yeah, I heard about that. Actually,
I mean, it's for the
this
better
week.
for sure, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's hurtful to have birth rates declining though. Or not.
It's more a matter of women and like couples are having kids later in life and less kids. Like families often in America are not having 5 kids. You know, it's like 2, 3.
Stable.
It's like 1 to 3 typically is like that happy medium for a lot of families that, especially today, financially to support reliably those kids. And also I imagine it's a thing of like attention. Like if you have too many kids, it's like fucking 5 kids. Where's Bobby? I don't fucking know. I got to deal with these 3. It's like he's probably fine. He's off playing in the fucking yard, you know. But you also want to like you want to like spend time with your kids. Like you want those moments with each kid to feel special. And if the more kids you have, you know. But it's also, again, I mean, for fuck's sake, people can barely afford to rent an apartment, let alone property costs. Fucking, again, eventually that kid's gonna need a car. You're probably gonna have to help pay for it. Schooling,
the cost of a
food,
kid now is
food fucking alone.
Freaking higher.
If you got to feed 5 kids, oh my fucking god, that's like a
crazy.
$500 grocery bill or some shit, depending on where you live.
And like
I
most,
mean,
I don't know if I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure most people who have kids in America aren't usually stable in terms of financially.
no, kids are like a massive financial. I was gonna say burden, but like realistic. Like I was gonna say burden, but I mean,
you're telling me I was a burden to my parents. What do you mean by that?
You specifically might have been. You might have been a bit of a burden, dude. I'm saying that is nice.
Definitely a burden to my parents. Holy shit!
But I say burden financially, not in like the context of you guys were like awful. Like, but as in terms of like,
I was a little shit. Let's be honest.
It costs a lot of money to have a kid.
It's part of being a kid, though.
It's not. It's nobody's
fault. You
fault.
still gotta have respect for like.
Burden might be the wrong word, but like for lack of a better term, it's like having kids is a lot of money.
You are a burden.
Like for a lot of parents consider like again children to be like a gift. Like most parents are not gonna be like, you cost too much fucking money, kid. And like they're gonna be like, no, it's what's expected of me as a parent to provide and everything.
Denzel Washington.
That was my sister.
Like it's my responsibility to take care of you. It's not because I love you.
Yeah.
Not the meme, the video. Yeah. I don't know what movie it was though.
I forgot the movie, but I watched that movie. No.
There was a moment in Equalizer where he's like, yeah.
No, but that was a really good movie.
I watched all 3 of them last night.
I didn't watch the third one.
The recent Equalizer sucked.
Did it? That's a shame.
No,
I thought the first one was good.
I kind of enjoyed it, but I was like, it's too slow, and the action wasn't as good as like the first.
Yeah, the third one, the one in Italy, I was just like, hey.
Even the second one wasn't. It was a little like too slow for me too. Because
the first and second one were the only good ones, but the first one hit
first one
different.
was still the best.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
Third one, it was kind of good because like it gave him an ending to find peace.
Yeah, that was the other thing with Keanu Reeves when they're doing John. Sorry, Doc. Go ahead. Sorry.
They're making a new Matrix, by the way.
Oh no!
After the recent fucking debacle.
Really? A continuation or?
I have no idea how it's happening.
They're just gonna fuck it up. I know they are. I don't have any faith in them.
I don't even.
Fallout show I was wrong about though. I'm really happy I was wrong about that.
Like I skipped
the Fallout show was
like
good.
5 times.
I haven't watched it. I've heard it's really good though.
Either.
I was dogging. I was dogging on the Fallout show because I was fully ready for just an awful experience. I don't have much faith in the adaptations.
After One Piece, after watching One Piece live action, I haven't watched One Piece. Okay,
I haven't watched the One Piece live action yet.
Oh, it was pretty good.
I heard it was good.
It was amazing.
But it was also I've heard that Oda was up their ass.
I don't have like high hopes or anything. I just very neutral, going at it just to see what's up. I watch it.
Then
either
probably
it's
the healthy
good
way to do it.
Because that's how I approach a lot of things. Same like with the One Piece, I was just like, I mean, the cast looks good. When I saw Buggy and fucking Arlong, I was like, let me just watch it. So I watched it. I was like, it's all right. It's all right.
It's probably a healthy way to do it. I was super negative and I was super wrong about the Fallout show. Like that's one thing.
But you know what? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. But seriously, hold on a little bit. I have to say this.
Yeah.
You know what? What I'm already sure of, 100% sure of, and I'm not going at it in a neutral thing. And I know it's going to fucking fail. The Borderlands movie.
Oh yeah,
I still don't have faith for that one.
Cast. Dude, you could just look at the cast, the trailer.
Exactly.
Dude, you could just tell it is trash.
Who thought that was a good?
I haven't watched the trailer or anything yet. I saw the fucking poster. I've been really cynical about almost all movies I've seen.
Can we stop having trailers show the whole fucking movie at once? Like. Guys,
anime's like, even worse about that. The openings,
bro.
Oh my god! I've been showing my brother Attack on Titan. We're towards the end. watched some of the openings like before I showed him, and I was like, I actually just can't show this entire opening to him because otherwise the entire fucking season is just right there.
Like, what happened?
Like, if you are someone even like
me
using the sense that God gave geese, if you so much as watch any of those openings with a critical eye, like knowing like any critical thought, like you're like, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. That happened. Oh, I recognize that moment. It's like, no, you fucking idiots. Like,
I forgot what anime this was, but
see, but you don't know that when you're watching the opening, though.
yes, you
During-
do.
watch
Oh
it
my fucking
after.
god.
After you
No.
watch the show, then you realize quickly.
You can't watch
Like,
an anime
sure.
opening.
people
I
do
think
this.
anime. Also, I only watch the anime opening once. I don't watch them again throughout the whole.
If
Same.
that song is
season.
good, I watch it again. It just
I try to skip
44
them just because I want to
times,
see the
12
story.
No. Sometimes, like, I remember back in the days, Naruto, Bleach, I would rewatch the opening. They were
Those
fucking
didn't
bangers.
spoil. Those didn't spoil.
Now that we're getting on this, I hate when I used to be able to time in on certain animes where like, okay, minute 28, opening's gonna end. I can go to my shit. Now it's like,
1:30.
oh, sometimes the opening starts at the beginning, then goes to show. A minute and then goes to the then opening,
Yep.
then goes to the show. Then
Just
it's like
start
halfway
the
between.
opening. Oh!
And
Yes.
it's like, bro, just
Yep, I agree.
Just
I
roll
hate
that
when
shit.
I hate when they fucking
meta
start the
now.
opening in the middle. I hate that. I fucking hate
Yeah.
that.
But One Piece.
sorry.
I'll be quick. I'll be
Let
quick.
me-
I'll be
let
quick.
me- I
I'll be
didn't
quick.
get to
I'll
say
be
my
quick.
thing.
But the
Yeah,
Bleach
so
Naruto,
the-
you bitch.
wait. I'm going off of your
I'm going off of
opening
your thing. I was gonna go off
things.
your
So,
thing fast.
I forgot what anime this was, but in this
can't
fucking
believe you.
anime opening, right, there was a character in a silhouette, and during the entire season, as you started to figure who that person was or everything, they started to show the face, like, oh, now we know who he is. So it was like, like, I
That's kind of
wonder
cool.
who he
Makes you
is.
pay attention.
Yeah.
Jujutsu Kaisen had a similar thing at the end of season 2 where they actually added a few frames into their opening to show
Really?
off something. Yes, it's super cool. Super cool. I love it when they do
I
that.
didn't see it.
No,
I like
most
that
people
when
didn't.
I like that when like at the end of a season, at the last episode, they show a little bit of like teaser,
Mm.
but it's not the whole. You're like, oh, there might be more.
No, but
Yeah.
old anime openings actually just did not spoil everything. There was maybe a few, but like
They were just fun.
but like Naruto ones, I could never like piece together what was gonna happen, and it was just all the characters. Samurai Champloo, same thing. Is like they're just actually
Samurai
just
Champloo was good.
just characters just like doing like this thing where they're just like actually just staring off into the distance at
Every
something.
anime opening, it's like this.
Exactly,
Like,
they're
even
just gonna
One
look
Piece,
cool.
Dude, it's just them riding into the sea and all that.
Or
shit, and
Exactly.
running.
It's
You always
good.
have that running,
Yeah.
reaching out.
Yeah.
a
It's
It's
tear,
a completely different
fucking
to
blowing
what
in the wind.
show
Exactly.
is about.
like the
And it doesn't-
background,
yeah.
shooting up into the
Do
sky.
that.
It's-
Don't
it's
show me the
same thing
entire
over and
fucking
over.
arc in like
Yeah,
a minute
Tokyo
and a
Ghoul,
half.
dude. Tokyo Ghoul did the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
spoil some of the stuff in the opening.
Yeah, they
Did
did. They basically do an abridge of the entire fucking show. In
It's
case
like,
you
all
weren't
right, guys.
watching
It's
the
like us
20
trying to
minutes
find
of
a thumbnail in
episode,
the podcast, dude. You'd be like, all right, you pause there. You try to find the
they were gonna
thumbnail.
do like
Pause there. It's the
Oh,
same shit.
we should. What is the topic for the
Oreo.
thumbnail?
Oreo compression, I think.
I should move the mic out of the way so you can get. Actually, you can
Should
get,
we lay flat for the Oreo?
No. Just Knight's gonna take a picture of my face, compress it down, and then he's gonna take a picture of your face,
There you go. There you
compress
go.
it down, and then Knight's gonna take a picture of his face and compress it down. I gotta go to the
No,
bathroom.
this
if
way.
we-
This way.
I'm gonna be
It'll
back in a
this way,
second.
right?
The
Wait, are we
closer
doing
I
a
get,
vertical
the, dark,
Oreo or like a what
the
type of
light's
Oreo?
this way, so the closer I get, the it gets
No, I
darker.
mean you could turn this way and then go that way. Are you still recording? He better not be recording this.
Did he
shit.
just leave?
I think he did.
Did
Is
we
he
do it?
recording this shit still? He better not be recording this shit still, dude. Oh,
Dude, my shirt is so big. Oh my god!
Why'd you get a large?
Because I was fat. I was
Get a
fatter
small-
back
oh, I
then.
thought it was a new shirt.
No, this isn't. Oh, look at this.
Get that resized then.
There's so much space now. What the fuck?
That's a good thing. Now you know. You're like, oh my god.
It's so big.
Just buy it
That's
again,
why.
smaller size.
No, that's why I was doing this the whole time because it was so weird. It felt so big.
I think it's good to wear stuff like that though. Every once in a while, you realize like, oh shit, I've made such
Yeah.
big progress. Because I used to not be able to wear this shirt. Now I can just wear it. It's
Oh, that's
chill.
good.
You know what? When sometimes you wear a shirt, you can feel that tightness right around here. You're
Especially
feeling
like your chest.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
I'm getting a little
titties
too
are, like
big.
way smaller now. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I can still feel them. I'm like, I'm
Like
still
I can
very.
feel my love handles, like, because the shirt like tucks in almost sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, I'm getting a little too big now for this shirt.
There he is.
Look at him, sir. Are you still recording?
Were you still
Yes.
recording
Are you still
this?
Oh my god.
Dude, we're trying to
Oh
do, we're
my
doing
God.
weird faces.
Yeah, that's great.
Wait, what? Okay.
Still going now.
All right, chat. We're
It's
done.
been
Chat.
like
It's a good
it's been a
podcast.
chat.
I
Or,
tried
sorry,
to tell you
YouTube.
guys, but I had to go to the bathroom so bad. So I don't know what the
Leftovers,
fuck,
man.
You have a bottle, right?
bro.
Use
I
it.
you don't
can't. I
have- wait,
can't
you don't have
piss
a bottle?
live on the podcast.
You can just
You don't have a
tilt your
2-liter
camera
Mountain Dew bottle?
yeah, this we're just gonna hear like some liquid going into a fucking.
Then I just place it back. You know, it'd be even weirder if I just reached then and took a.
He's like, is that? I was like, where did you get the apple
that's like
juice?
orange.
Yeah, you don't worry, man. Homemade.
Where'd-
Oh
Where'd you
my
get
god.
that apple juice? Why is there steam coming out of that bottle?
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck, dude.
Oh,
Well, it's been a good podcast.
we did not. To let you know, we did not talk about the stuff.
We did
We
kind of.
barely touched on Helldivers.
When?
We were going to talk way more about that.
In the
than I
beginning, we
thought.
talked about OnlyFans and large jiggle physics. Remember?
No, we
Yeah,
didn't
we
talk
went.
about jiggle
Didn't
physics.
last podcast
No,
we
no,
went
we
like
didn't talk
we
about
didn't
it.
talk about boobs
I
the
did.
last podcast, right? We talked about them definitely this time.
Did.
Immediately got it out of our systems.
Yeah, I mean, I brought up like having a chick on the podcast, and she has to be hot.
I think we talked about this on like episode 3 or 4. But
Should we
like,
get Az in
we
a
need to get
wig
a
then?
female we need to get a female in here to talk about their perspective about female streaming.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
knows. But all right, since you're still recording, might as well do like a weird pose for the thumbnail. Move your
Better
mic out
edit
of the
this
way.
shit out though.
Yeah, of course. You're the
Oh, we're
editing
gonna
guy,
edit
so-
this out. I'm not
Yeah,
editing
No,
this
just
out.
stop. Yeah. Oh god.
This isn't getting out. This isn't coming off the podcast. This is
doesn't
part
need
of
to
it.
be on the internet.
Oh, you're doing that? Aren't we doing
No,
the
it's
Oreo?
supposed to be an Oreo. So you got to make your face bigger so we can compress it.
Yeah,
you
dude,
can
no,
compress
no,
it.
no. You just gotta go do a close-up night. Do a close-up because you're gonna make an Oreo. No, you're not. Don't do a pose.
Dude, show your face so we can compress it like this, or you can. I'm not gonna do it. But
Yeah, we're just gonna take a picture of your
Come
face.
closer. Come
Why an
closer.
Oreo though?
I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be funny.
That's what.
It's gonna look really distorted though.
It's gonna look really stupid.
What's the topic of the thing? We should do.
Are we gonna
something-
make? Are we
We're an
talking? We're
Oreo
gonna talk
band.
about this
Oreo
while
band.
we're still recording.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
I mean, you're gonna cut it off.
No, I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, you're.
No, I'm
cut it
not.
off.
I'm not.
Cut it off.
This is still. This is
What do you
still
mean?
in. This is still in 2 hours and 11 minutes. This is
No,
part of it.
Cut
No.
it out. Cut it out.
No. This
Well,
is
You
wrong.
gotta cut it
see
off
this.
when you left, basically.
You see this?
I swear to God.
Backhand. Hey. I have
All
a
right.
ball.
Outro then.
You gotta cut that part out.
I'm
you know?
not cutting that part out. We gotta go. We gotta end. We gotta end
All right.
properly.
Since you're gonna do it, I'm gonna talk about boobs right now.
Oh my fucking god. Well, while you talk about boobs, I'll say goodbye to the folks. Hey! I thought you were about to strip. Holy
Boobs.
shit! All right. Well, while he does his thing and Doc does his thing, thank you
I'll
guys
just
for
talk-
watching this episode. I'm not cutting that out. You guys just got to watch.
Dude,
Those
I'm still
two do
thinking
their
about that
thing.
girl next to Emmy. I was like, God damn. brother.
Alinity.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
listen to them. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Engage with us.
Subscribe.
You better. I'll find you.
Yeah. Share it to
I
your
know where
friends.
you live.
Because
It's too late. You've
Do
watched
not
this
say
far.
that. Do not say that.
I
Somebody
will-
will find
nope. Nope. I know where you live.
Wait.
Yep.
I thought
Bye.
only I knew where I lived.
Yeah. No, it's too late.
The internet knows.
Bye. Don't create a PlayStation account.